Okay, there we go. Got the V802 HUD out of there. Chevy ad. Oh yeah, cool. So you're watching too then? No, don't do the Discord thing. We kept trying to do a similar thing to Game Grumps and a bunch of other people, and our personalities don't really mesh that great. And then the only other thing is, let me actually start the menu. Alright, so I have the audio turned off, the background music, because of the copyright. Yeah. It's no big deal. It's just, at this time I'm trying to do it myself. I was dissatisfied with our Faunavania thing, so I ended up scrapping the highlight footage or whatever, because I would rather do these in one sitting. That, no copyright? Okay. I'll put it at 10%. Alright. This is the only track, correct? Call Me DJ. Okay, so this is Call Me DJ's thing. So everything's homebrewed with Call Me DJ. Good. Okay, new game then. 3, 2, 1. Let's just do this. Is this your first time playing Dracula Is Dead? Yes. When you strike at a king, you must kill him. I don't think that's what Ralph Waldo Emerson ever sounded like. Halloween is a time of celebration. There are those who venerate a fat old man in red, others honor an egg-laying rodent, and some gorge themselves on turkey and pumpkin. Okay, turkey and pumpkin pie. Okay, there are those who venerate a fat old man in red, others honor an egg-laying rodent, and some gorge themselves on turkey and pumpkin pie. Yeah, I don't know if this parodied up thing's gonna work out, Chief. But not us. Halloween is ours, and all that comes with it. Stand and deliver. I got the call from the chief at 10 p.m. Someone had gotten smoked at Castle Dracula. Castle Dracula, the home of Dracula, the Count of Faunavania. Okay, this music's really loud. Definitely Brunton met me at the gates. He looked serious, like a man who met the Grim Reaper and forgot to get his autograph. What had happened? Yeah, even at 10%. The boys in uniform were out. Wait, what boys in uniform? Are you talking about the guys in royal armor and the gargoyles? I don't see any boys in uniform. Oh, they're outside. I didn't see any boys in uniform outside either. Sorry. The boys in uniform were outside, and all that remained were the skeleton crew and some guests. Dracula loved throwing expensive parties, especially tonight. As we headed to the scene of the crime, I couldn't help but wonder who got whacked. The mistress? The child? A random guest? Brundle didn't answer, and he held his usual lips at bay. It couldn't be, could it? Okay, this is starting to kill my throat. The silence was all the confirmation I needed. Someone had killed him. The strongest and most influential of us all. Our king without a crown. Oh god. Did they actually like Dracula as a king? I thought the whole point was he was a tyrant. As I approached the body, even more cold and lifeless than usual, the truth hit me like rain on a okay. The truth hit me like rain on a windshield. I get there's supposed to be a film noir aspect to this. I just don't know if I can keep doing the fake baritone for it. Great pumpkin, help us. I can't believe it. He's dead. Okay, yeah, the sound is a little loud. What do you think? The last time I saw a corpse this fresh it was my kid's first birthday. Oh, right. There were the jokes. It was how Brundle dealt with pressure and stress. Who else knows about this? The crew, the guests, everyone in the castle, really. The world would know by dawn, so time wasn't on my side. I examined the body. A single stab through the heart. A magic blade? A wooden stake? It was over in an instant. Was anything stolen? Nah, boss. And we looked. No signs of burgle. Okay, what's the point of that? I'm just... Does he not know how to say burglary? No signs of burglary. No one robbed him. I see. Where's the lady of the castle? Or Dracula's manservant? We're holding them for questioning. Want me to take you to him? Yes, that would be good. Wilhelmina's room. Wilhelmina Harker. Dracula's mistress after his wife passed. There she was, standing as if the world owed her more. Pale as the moon and twice as lovely, with a heart icier than the grip of death itself. Hey, Femios, let me know if the Chevy commercial's gone. I had meant for them to not be as frequent. I don't know if I need to toggle my settings or not. Thank you. Okay. Just let me know and I'll toggle with it later. How am I doing so far? Ah, Inspector. What was your name again? Griffin. Jack Griffin. My condolences on your loss. Hmm? Ah, yes, thank you. I am simply devastated. Every word that passed through those ruby lips was better crafted than the Taj Mahal. Really, dude? And I couldn't believe a single word of it. Without an airtight alibi, she'd be my #1 suspect. Did you find the body? No, that was Renfield. He was practically Vladdy's shadow. I see. When was the last time you saw Dracula alive? Oh, one other thing, Femios. Is this a multi-ending game, or what? At 8 p.m. when we had dinner, he went to his room to rest, and I went to entertain our guests. Where were you when the body was discovered? At the servant entrance on the left side on the left side. Okay. Sorry. Found my first grammar mistake. There should be a the between on and the for on the left side of the castle. The haberdasher was dropping off Vladdy's cape for the midnight Halloween party. Yeah, I'm trying to do a German accent. I just don't want to do it too thick. So I'm not being super crass. Is he still there? Why, yes, he is, Inspector. Why? Am I a suspect? You know I have to check every lead. Where's Renfield? I got him waiting in little Sachiko's room. Okay, so the coding for this... Okay, so there's only one ending. Okay. Ugh, that girl. She's probably in the catacombs playing with her daddy's ancestors. It was no secret that Dracula's lover and adopted child weren't friends. Thank you, Lady Harker. I'll come find you if I have any more questions. Of course, Inspector. Please try to solve this before midnight. A real murder is a terribly unfortunate way to begin Halloween. Yeah, I meant to do this on Halloween. Stuff kept happening instead. I got fed up with procrastinating on this. I found Renfield in the child's bedroom. by the great pumpkin, poor Sachiko. I'd have to find her and offer my condolences soon. Good evening. I'm Inspector Grit. I know you. You're to punish Master's killer. Find and arrest. Right. I need to ask you a few questions about when is the time where the question is asked. But without time, the clock's hands are all wrong. And hands without blood are hands without life. Oh, Master, where is your blood now? This guy's a few bags short of a full belfry, boss. Mr. Redfield, when did you... sorry, Mr. Redfield, when did you discover the body? The hands were on the body, but neither moved. Time without the master is like breath without the air. It has no meaning. I bet if I spit my acid on him, he'll think it's climate change. Wait. What? What? Okay. I thought acid rain was discontinued by a good margin. What era is this supposed to be? No. Mr. Renfield, Mr. Renfield, what did you do afterwards? After can only be succeeded by a new before. Just as after the body, there was the telling of the lady with the words of sorrow. Everyone knew that Renfield wasn't sane, but watching him hunched over and mumbling self-accusations and unfocused conversations, I knew that this was tearing him apart. He was more loyal to Dracula than a knight to their king, and he had failed to protect him. So, you told Lady Harker right after finding your master dead? Yes, the master promised to let me serve him forever. The blood was to be like a lover's kiss. Ew. Thank you, Mr. Renfield. That is all. Yes. If you have need of Renfield, find him where he will be. Well, that was both ambiguous and vague. What now? I'm going to the servants' entrance. I need to verify Lady Harker's story. You go back to Dracula's room. Tell me what time the clock shows and if it's working or stopped. You got it, boss. I had theories. I just needed a little more information. At the servants' entrance, I verified Lady Harker's whereabouts at the time that Dracula's body was discovered. There are no hyphens in whereabouts. Andy Hawk from Andy Hawk's horror haberdashery confirmed her alibi. All I needed now was to hear what Brundle discovered. Is this Handy Hawk thing the cameo that you speak of? What did you learn? Boss, it's weird. The clock was stopped on 9/14. Dracula's magic likely released at the exact moment of his death. That puts Lady Harker in the clear. Oh yeah. How so? In order to establish guilt, 3 elements are needed. Motive, means, and opportunity. Lady Harker had motive. Everyone knows that she was only with Dracula for his wealth and power. She also had means. Any number of magical blades could have been used, and with Dracula's connections, she could easily have acquired one. However, she didn't have opportunity. She had dinner with him at 8 p.m. Then was either with the guests or here at the servant entrance until the body was discovered. Her alibi is airtight. Yeah, if I know my murder mysteries... Oh, there was an episode of this Duckman cartoon that I remember watching an excerpt of where everybody ended up doing it in some capacity. It could be like one of those moments. At least that's what I'm thinking. Lady Wilhelm can't be the murderer. And I call poppycock, but I know that you guys had multiple endings planned. But what about Sir Lotso of Nuts? Lots of nuts? Oh, it's lots of nuts. Lotso nuts? Lotso nuts seems like it rolls off the tongue better. Anyway, Renfield, similar but different. Renfield would have plenty of means, as he'd have access to any weapons in the castle. He'd also have plenty of opportunity, as he was Dracula's most loyal manservant and near him constantly. However, he had no motive. Everyone knows that Renfield worshipped the ground Dracula walked on. The blood bond was too strong. There was no way he could turn against his lord. Oh yeah! No, the whole everybody did it thing must have also been done in Smiling Friends. What about that VHS tape of the Clue movie? Nah, maybe not the Clue movie. There was no way he could turn against his lord. Renfield can't be the murderer. And again, well, actually, no, I can't call poppycock on Renfield being the murderer, but he could have been a useful idiot to somebody. Okay, so who did it, boss? The skeleton crew are animated servants, so they're out too, but Sachiko and the guests are not fully accounted for. To find the murderer, I need to figure out who has all three. Motive means opportunity. Then we arrest them? Indeed. Now, is there a guest list? Yeah, it's in my briefcase back in the Grand Foyer. We should head back, yes? Agreed. The sooner the crime is solved, the sooner Count Dracula will have justice. How would that lead to no sequels without Jack and Brindle? Or Brundle? You type... okay, yeah. Dracula will have justice. We made it back to the Grand Foyer and decided to use the grandfather clock as our home base. I could feel the pressure like an approaching storm. If I failed, the backlash could tear Faunavania apart. Oh yeah, this is the manner in which you then use to expand on the rest of the universe. Do you have a suspect dossier? Here you go, courtesy of Sergeant Arachne in records. I think she likes me for dinner. Aye. Okay. Both suspects, if you count Little Sachiko, we'll have to go speak with each of them. Where are they now? All over the castle. Boys in uniform are just keeping them here. Then I'll find them and question them myself and search for evidence. Sounds good, boss. And just remember that I can send things to forensics or get more information on a suspect should you need it. We'll never know what happened. We never know what will happen tonight. We never know what'll happen tonight. Understood. This is a big castle, and there are numerous influential people here. I'm certain if I keep my eyes and ears open, I'll stumble across any number of nefarious plots beyond just solving this murder. They say, when you kill a king, you don't stab him in the dark. You kill him where the entire court can watch him die. Never had this been truer. Killing Dracula in his own home was the boldest and most destructive move imaginable. By the great pumpkin, I couldn't fail now. Unlike the rest of Faunavania continuity, this game was initially written by Steele and Teal of Studio Blue. Okay. Oh yeah. Didn't you end up taking the helm of writing eventually? If I remember correctly. You go do your thing, boss. I'll be here if you need assistance. Remember, if you want to go sight unseen, just come to me and I'll hold your bandages. Just don't tell anyone. And when you're ready to arrest a suspect, come see me and I'll get the cuffs. Not the fuzzy ones. Wait, were fuzzy cuffs even a thing back in 1933? I mean, I get the joke. It just doesn't. I don't think it works. Fuzzy cuffs weren't. I could have sworn. Why would fuzzy cuffs be a thing before the 70s? I mean, I could see this being a 1970s murder. Maybe not 1933. When this is over, we need to discuss your inappropriateness. Caitlin S. Oh, right, that's... Caitlin S is League of Legends. Yeah, of course, it's a global emote. When this is over, we need to discuss your inappropriateness. And that was it. The hunt for Dracula's murderer had begun. Okay. Let me just get a good look at myself. Wait, no, there was a guy to talk to. Hang on. A beautiful arrangement of flowers. A bowl of wax fruit. Oh yeah, wax fruit probably existed in the 30s. A bowl of real fruit. Weeks ago, Dracula held a lottery down in Jackson's Shirleyville. The lucky sod who won would get a week in the castle, as well as being a guest at the party. What the Glover's going on? Did someone really murder the Count? Sadly, that's what happened. And I need to ask you a few questions. Oh, I see. The glove and fish man is sus. Well, ask your questions. I ain't done nothing wrong. Southern Bonavania wasn't known for its educated people, but this Gil wasn't a dummy. He'd cooperate to save his, gills. Alright, Gil. Let's go over a few questions. None at all. He's a high and mighty vampire king or something. I'm just a gloving bloke lucky enough to pick the right stone. Eating caviar with the gloving queen. What's caviar anyway? Man, I was swimming out back, clearing my head. Oh, I'll tell you what. This is not Hank Hill. I can't do a full Hank Hill because his voice is actual baritone, and I can fake a baritone, but it kills my throat. Swimming out back, clearing my head. Who do you think killed Dracula? How about this? Ask me who doesn't want to kill him. It'll be a shorter list. That's all my questions for now. Good, I'm glum and tired. When can I head home? My pollywogs probably missed me terrible. I got 20 of them. No, I'm trying to go for Bill. The one Hank Hill friend of Hank Hill. Bill, I think. Alright, let me try to get a different person. Mayor Vincent Price, my boss's boss. If there was anyone in Fonavania who would benefit from Dracula's demise, it would be him. No matter, I have to treat him like everyone else. Good evening, Inspector Griffin, am I right? I'm glad you're here. It's a dreadful thing that Dracula would be murdered most foully in his own Alcazar. Alco, what, Your Honor? A castle, Inspector Griffin. Don't you know the old ways? No matter. Ask your questions and be done with it. The midnight hour is close at hand, and my glass of poteen. Poutine? Let me type poutine in the chat. Poutine. There. That's how you spell poutine. At least I presume that's what you meant. My glass of poutine is not getting any colder. Yeah, no. A few of my friends elsewhere do creative projects, and one of them literally wanted to put Tom Jones in it. And while I couldn't really veto that, I am against this sort of thing, even unless it's something like an Easter egg. Oh, poteen is an alcoholic drink. Okay, well now I feel like a tool for not knowing that, but oh well. I mean, I'm not really much of a sommelier of liquors. I had to be careful. If I was going to accuse Mayor Price, I'd had better have every I dotted and every T crossed. Otherwise, I'd be spending the morning in the unemployment line. If you don't mind, Your Honor, I'd like to ask my questions now. Count Dracula and I, 'tis been many a year we've run Fonavania together. He on top of the hillock, I at the bottom. I kept him in check, you know, ensuring that his lofty ideals were properly translated to the bourgeoisie. Oh, so you try to use this guy less in favor of the Price estate? I mean, we're just a bunch of internet weirdos who make RPGMaker games. Even if we were to become Giga famous off one of these things, I don't think they'd care that much. I mean, it's not like, oh yeah, Deep Jungle in Kingdom Hearts, where it's stuck in forever limbo after Kingdom Hearts 1 because of Edgar Rice Burroughs, but Edgar Rice Burroughs' estate also just had a middle finger to Disney, which also renders the Tarzan world no longer usable in Kingdom Hearts. I think that's still an ongoing thing. I get what you mean. Vincent Price has 2 kids and they're still alive. Yeah, no, I think I remember you mentioning this to me. We didn't always see eye to eye, but in the end, we'd come together for the good of the people. Where were you around 9 o'clock? I had left the salon going for a stroll along the corridors before coming here to enjoy a pre-gala libation. Who do you think killed Dracula? My dear Inspector, there is no murder without motive. Dracula was the king without a crown. What better motive is there than to topple a king? Suspect everyone. Oh, cool. So he actually would have been fine with being accused. I don't get what Jack Griffin was on about. Alright, that's all my questions for now. Then I shall be around, taking in the various objets d'art within this glorious mass. Yeah, okay. Let's, Rebellion. This painting is titled Lichen Storm. It's a statue of a bird. You better not look too close. Haha. The statue is labeled Majestic Steed Armed to the Teeth. Oh! This guy reminds me of one of the minions from the RZ game, which I don't have on Steam still. The RZ and the Jewel of Faramore. One of the minions is literally a horse-head guy with knight armor on, who'd probably resemble these statues. Only, I think he uses a sword instead of an axe. And all that guy does is make horse puns. The painting is called Fantasy Island. Okay, I wouldn't put, or I'd make a character who is meant to be Vincent Price in terms of manner of speak and everything, but I would not make a character named Vincent Price unless the character was just a dude who happens to be named Vincent Price by coincidence. Sorry. This painting is titled Misty Mountain High. No, there was a okay, the painting's just a funny thing. Okay. A bust of one of Dracula's ancestors. Carl Dracula? Really? Hey, Master Shake, I've come to drink ya. Try. You owe me money. Okay, never mind. I forgot. I don't remember Aqua Teen Hunger Force as fondly as you do. That doesn't stop me from using stuff like a Foreigner belt in an AO3 fanfiction when I'm bored out of my gourd. It's a painting of a himbo. Wait, himbo was a thing in 1930? Okay, this is... Gosh. Oh! The anachronism! The Bronze Dragonflight would have words for you. All of them obscenities. Okay. This painting is titled Devil. A statue of a half-snake, half-elf, that's a weird combo. No, it isn't. I know a literal streamer who would probably resemble this more fully, even though she's supposed to be a snake VTuber. Her name's Nagi Quetzali. I reference her a lot. I call her Nuggo Quuggo, because it's hilarious. That's not nearly a weird enough combo. Maybe back in the 30s it would be. Hey, if Black Butler does it and still gets a huge fan base of people that shrimp Victorian England, then we can get away with. Then we can get away. You mean get away with this, BT Dubs? You could have added a W, and I would have understood. Or, yeah, hang on. There's a bit of light coming from behind this painting. What the? Oh, hey, our first clue. Oh, this painting seems familiar. Almost as if I had seen it before. I wonder who the artist is. Luke, behind me? Never heard of him. Wait a minute. No, no. A hole in the wall? Where can it lead? I better find out. No. Mayor Price saw me. I wonder what he's doing here. If I can enter without being seen, maybe I can find out. Mayor Price saw me. Blah, blah, blah. What the actual hell? Okay. John Talbot, my main informant. If there was ever a nose to sniff out a story, it was his. Too bad he was a suspect. I could have used him on this case. Griffin? What's going on here? Why are we being held like a bunch of animals? Okay, fuck. This is hurting my throat. Okay, why are we being held like a bunch of animals? I'm sorry about this, John. We have to cover all our bases, and that means questioning you. This is ridiculous, but can't be helped. So let's just hurry up and do this. I doubted that it could be John, but in an investigation, no suspect is cleared without evidence. It was time to find out what he knew. John, there are some things I need to ask you. Or needed. Needed? Need present tense. The same as all the other guys down on the ground. He was the king without a crown, and I was beneath his radar. Where were you around 9 o'clock? Out in the courtyard taking pictures of the castle exterior for tomorrow's front page. I framed the perfect shot, Jack. Who do you think killed Dracula? My nose tells me that lunatic Leonard. He's always had a few screws loose. Okay, I am glad we stopped doing this, because holy moly. Trying to do a voice that involves Worgen from Catan, fucking bad expansion, World of Warcraft. Okay, yeah. Doing it with the screw loose. Okay, I needed to probably eat an apple beforehand, or whatever voice actor exercise would have made that a lot less hackneyed. Alright, Jack, hit me up if you need anything. Alright, under closer inspection, you find a teapot. So, who will inherit Dracula's title and castle? It's interesting that people always ask about a dead man's money. Now, if you would excuse me, Inspector. Her reaction seemed a little too hasty for my taste. I should see where she goes. Wait. It's a monogrammed handkerchief. The letters MP are sewn into the top right corner. The handkerchief is still warm, so it must have been dropped recently. You look through the stack of papers and find nothing out of the ordinary. Someone was writing with an old-timey pen. It says, "Don't forget to check the trash." AO? Alright, well. Got a music sheet. There are only a few notes on this sheet, and the piece is titled Secrets of the Count. Maybe if I play these notes, I can unlock a secret? I hope the piano lessons my mom made me take pay off. Leonard Chanet, director of the Faunovania Opera. They called him the Phantom Composer, a man whose genius was surpassed only by his flair for the dramatic and overuse of alliteration. Inspector Griffin, I demand to be delivered the defense as to why I've been detained in such disgraceful manner. Apologies Apologies, Lord Shanae. I must question each and every person present at the... Then here are the answers you seek. Lord Dracula's unfortunate demise was discovered by his devoted manservant. His corpus delicti left to decay within the secure stockade of his sanctum sanctorum. By the great pumpkin, this is going to be a long night. Let's get this over with, Leonard. Examine. To a trained eye like mine, it was clear. Sit upon Leonard's cape. I wonder where he had been sulking. What was your relationship with Dracula? The vaudevillian veteran cast vicariously both his victim and villain. The Count and I oft capriciously collided in carefully crafted cross-condemnations. We never saw eye to eye, but we sought such. Who do you think killed Dracula? If my courteous conjecture is called upon, I will conclude that the only one callous enough for murder is the criminal Chuck Ray. Oh yeah! The guy, the puppet. Then I shall sit here should you seek additional suggestions. The violin rests on top of velvet tablecloth. The craftsmanship of this violin is stunning. Expensive shelf, right? That's what you meant? Or armoire would have been good. With an array of books, flowers, photos, and other knickknacks. Looks like someone is composing a song. Who likes short shorts? I like short shorts. Not bad. What? Again, this would be better... Hang on. I'm trying to remember, when was that? The only time I've heard the short shorts song was in the 50s. Again, this is an anachronism which wouldn't be too bad. It's not too bad, it borders on Easter eggy in a way that doesn't work with the time period. I don't know. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. Not bad. Alright, let's see what we got here. It wasn't the player, definitely the piano that was out of tune. Perhaps there's another one elsewhere I can play. Okay, well, that's something. The river of the present has flowed down the waterfall of the past, coated in sobbing. When the master was alive, many whispers spoke of a treasure buried on the property, a treasure the master kept for Renfield, his loyal servant. Renfield knows not where, but perhaps one of the men made of bones could help. Would you help poor Renfield? I had my hands full with this murder investigation, but I felt bad for the lad, so I agreed. Let's see if one of the skeleton crew can shed some light on this buried treasure. As I gain clues, I can check them in my inventory. Also, if I encounter any other plots not related to the murder investigation, I'll record them in my journal. I should always keep my eyes peeled. With my keen senses, I can discern inklings of clues and such. I just need to keep my eyes open for sparkles. Simple enough. Oh, I think a sequence broke. In a good way. I like being able to sequence break things. A portrait of Wilhelmina, Dracula's mistress. A statue of a demon. He works at the post office. His name is Frank. Honestly, if I had to put one of my characters in this, I'd go with Port Jefferson, who is a gargoyle from Pathfinder 1st Edition. I actually planned on making an Optimum Marshal with Gargoyle. I think I was going to go with Gargoyle Rogue Barbarian mix. Alright, statue of a demon. A large portrait of Dracula's adopted daughter, Sachiko. A suit of armor, obviously a replica and not the genuine article. A very well done painting of the Count himself. Okay, so both of these say the same thing. cool. Music room. Drawing room. Nothing but curios and knickknacks. This painting is called Moon Over a Field. Library. Okay, let's go in here. Oh, so you got two weirdos. This shelf looks different than the rest. Let me see what happens when Anything else? Books? Several reams of toilet paper? Must be some pretty crappy novels. What? No one would keep toilet paper. No one would... What? Toilet paper? What? This shelf is littered with mysteries, but does nothing to resolve that age-old dispute. Which is better, Nancy Drew or the Hardy Boys? Personally, I think Nancy Drew. I don't remember if the Hardy Boys ever got any point-and-click adventure games. No, I get that they're important to your story and they're meant to be canonized somewhere in it. Yeah. A plethora of pages permeating the postulates of Pythagoras. If you played as Leonard and had this be a line in there, it would make more sense because this is the exact sort of thing that he'd say. But it feels out of place with Griffin, who doesn't really do that. I mean, being able to play as multiple characters is a thing that makes stuff like Spyro 3 and Skylanders enjoyable to me. And also allows for different perspectives like this. This line is very good, but it's better if I was playing as Leonard and not Griffin, who would not say this line in character. If that makes sense. Obviously Leonard got here first. Oh, okay. Books on logic and problem solving. Among them is a treatise on how much wood a woodchuck would chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. Wait, a treatise? On that? Okay, must be written by Chuck Norris. Anyway, the absence of a clever pun for any of the books on the shelf does not go unnoticed. Inside this opulent bookcase are a variety of old literary masterpieces, including the classic Rosenharts, which took about 50 years to write. What? 50? Okay, yeah, you should have set this in the 70s, because then that would track. I don't remember anybody from the 1880s who would be writing Rosenharts then, even as a manuscript. Alright, where was I? Oh, yeah, wait. Oh, that's not the Grimoire of the Dead. This shelf contains a variety of poetry and plays. Here's an old favorite, Mummy Dearest. The shelf has a variety of children's books. Encyclopedia Brown, Jack. Encyclopedia Brown! Jack, you have a case to solve, put it back. Alright, in we go. Oh yeah, you can climb ladders. That's pretty sweet. This passage is stuck. Something must be amiss on the other side. An attractive still life. Oh yeah, no, when I finish this playthrough, I'm gonna be posting it everywhere as a long play. Okay, there's them weirdos again. I'm not usually one to get into the affairs of ladies, but this was beyond suspicious. As they weren't taking any chances, I figured it was better to ask around. Between Wilhelmina, Renfield, and the skeleton crew, someone had to know. Dr. Victor Frankenstein, or was it pronounced Frankenstein? No matter. An academic of the highest order, a man so beholden to his science that he experimented on himself. He would be tricky, to say the least. The inspector. Good. This mundane and menial investigation impedes my research. When will you allow me to leave? When the murderer has been arrested, Doctor, and not a moment before. Then what do what you must. I have no time for such trivialities. Everything other than his research was a waste of time, but I had to get answers from it if I had a hope to solve this case. Doctor, if I may have a word with you. I knew the late Count on the way one knows a fine painting. He was an enigma to be studied and understood. Oh yeah, isn't he four-armed? At least I think he's four-armed. He looks like he has four arms. And this isn't one of those bad AI arm things. Which also does the multi-arm thing, but on accident. Where were you? Around 9 o'clock. At a window on the 3rd floor hallway, thinking. Who do you think killed him? Mortal Kombat did not rot your brain. No. It did not rot your brain. No. Don't say that. That's not how anything works. Alright, who do you think killed Dracula? I have no current hypothesis. So dude has no alibi and no idea who else to pin it on. But he wanted to understand Dracula. And you wanted an alternate universe where he was the culprit? I mean, I get he has no alibi, but he also has no motive. He definitely has the means. Don't do that. Good. I have many formulae to organize in my head. Be gone. Alright. Where was I? Cold cup of coffee, sniff. Maxwell House. A lovely arrangement of flour. Dracula was going to make bread the hard way. This is wheat. Sorry. The lack of plural on flour makes me think, Dracula must have put potted wheat grains on the interior. Wheat farmer. Dracula. I'm sorry. Okay. Where was I? A blue sword looks to be a bit loose. I wonder if CMDJ's Greatest Hits album. I've been looking for this record. They are always sold out. I don't think the Count would mind. It's not like he can listen to it anymore. Wait. Oh, this is a vinyl record. A well-crafted phonograph for listening to the music of the times. Wait, people talk like this? Okay, yeah, sure. The cabinet holds many different things, but nothing that will help the case. Holds! This globe still has Faunovania divided into north and south. This must be very old, since Faunovania has been united for several decades now. Wait. Faunuvania, you have it spelled as Faunvania, and Faunuvania is based in Prague, right? Was Prague ever... wait. Prague's in Romania, yeah, that's right. I'm trying to get my... I remember Prague from Sly 2, because that's where you encounter the Contessa, because of the prison. The Interpol prison. I want to go look this up to figure out if Romania was ever divided into north and south, because that's where Faunovania is supposed to be based off of. But Yeah, I'll look this up later. Cold tea and hot wine, what a winning combination. Wait, hot wine? That's a thing? But wine is really weird tasting grape juice, for the most part. Why would no one drinks grape juice hot? Why would anyone drink weird tasting grape juice hot? What? A statue of Knight hold a sword. Okay. Holden Sword could be the name of a character? Statue of Knight Holden Sword. If that's the name of a character in a future game, then hopefully that works out. This book is a picture book showing farmhouses in Faunavania. A bowl of fruit. This apple has a brown spot. I did not need to know that. Can I go in? Ah! Why, yes we can. A fish, no doubt caught in the Faunavania. So, Femios, is it Faunuvania or Faunvania? This wine seems a bit too red. Now you know that. Okay, okay, Griffin. You do. Too red. Faunvania's famous apples. People travel from all over to take a bushel home. This bread smells good. I should have eaten before I left. Wait. What's Griffin's diet? The finest grains from the rural farms of Faunavania. Okay. This is where the flour should be, not potted up in reference to Justine's wife. Clean dishes. A pile of clean dishes stacked neatly on the table. Okay, so these both say the same thing. An empty bowl. Ouch. The finest grains from the rural farms of Faunavania. Ouch. Ouch. The finest... Okay. A crate full of oysters. By the great pumpkin! This guy's rich. Green apples. Not as good as the red, but still very delicious. Red peppers. Probably used in Count Dracula's favorite dish, Faunavania blood red tacos. Tacos? What kind of person was Count Dracula before he died? What? Tacos? Okay. Different food stores used to prepare meals in the castle. This reminds me of Dracula Glow. Maybe that's what Dracula Flow. I don't know what Dracula Flow is, sadly. I'll have to look that up. Anyway, is that blood? Oh no, it's strawberry jam. Phew, hey, there's a button under this jam. By the great pumpkin, a ladder! This castle is full of surprises. The finest stone ground meal from Faunavania's windmills. Windmills. Oats? Huh. I'm surprised the the Dracula estate isn't surrounded by wheat and oat farms with a windmill on it in the Faunavania Newfound Coven game, which I have played and need to redo for salty Longplay runback. Boxes filled with a myriad of unimportant things used to either Toei Yu-Gi-Oh! Adaptation Season 0. Decorate the castle or to feed its inhabitants, not uninhabitants. God, brain. Okay. An old cask of wine? These all say D, except for... Yeah, you guys crunch yourselves too hard and then make basic grammar errors. Which, yeah, I get this was from a game jam. Oh, hey. Anything strange with Dracula? Strange. Not around these parts. Not around these parts? Oh, he's asking the person a sarcastic question. Buried treasure? You can bet your bullets we would have heard about that. There's small blade of grass on this old blue estate, I don't know. Renfield seemed sure of it. Renfield? Oh, now I know what you're talking about, Gulf. It's in the garden, 9 paces east from the base of the statue of the Blooming Lady. Oh, hey! There's that instance dungeon. A few of my investigations crossed my path with Blair and her coven, but other than that, I barely knew her. I was at a disadvantage here. I know you, Inspector. You're here to question me about the murder, yes? It's almost like you read my mind. Should I get a magical amulet to protect myself? That won't be necessary, for my magic does not work in such a way. Now, what inquiries would you have me answer? She was good. Words were chosen carefully. Her voice was measured and... Oh, god damn it, I already fucked up the parody dub. Measured and calm. This witch knew herself well. Catching her would prove to be difficult. Let's get down to the questions, then. What was your relationship with Dracula? He taught me most of what I know. Due to him, I am able to lead my own coven. We respected him. We even agreed to move ourselves when he started his gentrification project of the city. What? Oh, God. Was gentrification even a thing back in the 30s? What? I've lost a great teacher. My studies of the arcane arts are stunted by his death. He was the only one in Faunavania who could teach necromancy with any competence. Where were you around 9 o'clock? Sadly, I was not in this dimension. I was testing a spell to move through the Shadow Realm. I understand that makes me highly suspect. I accept that. Who do you think killed Dracula? If you're asking me to throw suspicion on someone else, I refuse. I don't engage in witch hunts. Okay, she's good. Suspicion one someone else. Yeah. Don't crunch yourselves. This happens. Should you need me again, I'll be where you find me. Alright, well. Can I feed the horse? Boo! I want to feed the horse! I want to pet the horse! Come on! Okay, whatever. Can I get in the carriage at least? No. Okay. The stables haven't been cleaned since the Black Plague. Oh, it would be less disgusting to bob for apples in a toilet. No. Come on! Don't railroad me like that, bro. Let me in. Also, if your servants were competent, they would have cleaned the stables. Who doesn't clean the stables? What? What? Are you kidding me? Okay. I'm not actually mad. It's just... lore stuff does get me heated. It's a common thing. It's also outraged me in Mass Effect and the like. Well, this well has a ladder. Might as well see where it goes. Okay, I get you, game. Alright, down we go. Well, that's odd. Or, well, that's odd. Blair was acting more suspicious than an imposter under spotlight. I'd have to ask her if I wanted my answers. Wait, hang on. Can I? What are you snooping around for? Me? Whatever do you mean? Don't play games with me. I saw you moving about the castle. What are you looking for? Oh, nothing. I was just taking the lovely architecture of this castle. Now, if you're done bothering me, I'll be going. Yeah, that wasn't suspicious at all. I'd have to follow and learn more. Better put on my birthday suit. Oh. The most powerful witch in Fonavania and the most intelligent mad scientist moving around together. Not suspicious at all. They weren't being too careful, so I could follow them if I were invisible. Oh, okay, so this must be the subplot. Inspector Griffin, if this harassment does not let up, I will be forced to get in contact with your superiors. You can't be serious. Alright. Okay. Let's see. Back in we go. I think there's one more room I haven't checked. No, I've checked this one. This is where I found the fireplace. I think I've explored everything. Now I just need to, Alright, let's try to get more details out of these people. I've run into Chuck Ray many times throughout my career. He's a naughty puppet with a chip on his shoulder and an attitude to match. Why was he at the party of someone like Dracula? If it isn't Inspector Griffin, what brings you to this fine embellishment this evening? Spewing wormwood and malapropisms as usual, eh, Chuck? None of that small talk here. See, if you are gonna invigorate me... Okay. I remember trying to do a parody dub of Chuck Ray. The robot voice is because that's the one I auditioned for this character. And also because it's a puppet. I thought he was a robot. Or a warforged in D&D terms. So I was going for that. I was going for that sort of thing. Now I can see. I can't do that. None of that small talk here. See, if you're gonna invigorate me, you best get started. I've got a hot date with a date tree later tonight. No, you don't. Even if you didn't murder Dracula, he was up to something. I felt it in my bandages. All right, Chuck. No more wise guy act. Answer my questions. Ha! What you doing in my business with a cop? Let's just say that Dracula and I had an agreement, and it involved money. Lots of money. Where were you around that o'clock? Easy enough. I was giving your mother some wood. Sorry. Next question. Who do you think killed Dracula? How the devil should I know? He had more enemies than I have not. If I was to hazard a guess, I'd say that Talbot would kill him for a good story if you catch me drift. Oh. is the thing with everybody that they're just pointing fingers at each other based on loose motives just to throw you off kilter? Then get out of my face! I can't sully my repudiation by being seen with a cat. A plate collection of the wedding of Prince Edward and Princess Diana. Too soon? Hang on. Princess Diana was murdered when? Sorry, this is another of those things which feels anachronistic. Also, yeah, spacing in some of these is a little off-kilter. A beautiful painting of Dracula and his family. They must have commissioned a world-renowned artist for this painting. Solve it with a quick Chevy commercial. Wait, has it only been playing Chevrolet commercials? I remember when we were doing, when I was doing another thing, it was also, I remember seeing you mentioning a Walt Disney World commercial at one point. Oh, hey. Okay, so we go up here. Oh, this is Sachiko's bedroom. Strange. This wardrobe is on a track. I hope this doesn't lead to Narnia. Last time I was there, it was a disaster. Okay, and you were complaining about the Vincent Price estate? When you make a reference to a contemporary fantasy novel series being a thing you can actually talk? You can interact. Okay. I'm gonna be right back. I'm not actually mad about that. I just need to blow my nose and not snort into the mic. Fine. Alrighty, thank you. Yeah, I'm back. I just needed to blow my nose and not snort into the mic. Just basic streamer etiquette. If I have to go, I have to go. No big deal. Last time was there as a disaster. Okay, yeah. Right, okay. Is this sequestered off from the rest of the map? Is that one? Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, like Family Hall. Oh, that, okay. A cute little bat. Nah, the Narnia thing is definitely mind-boggling, but yeah, I'm gonna talk to Sachiko. Hang on. A cute little bat doll belonging to Sachiko, similar to the one she usually holds. A painting of Sachiko and her father, Count Dracula. This wardrobe contains Sachiko's many morning and afternoon dresses, one bought by her father. Nothing here connects her to the murder. The dresser contains more of Sachiko's personal belongings and clothing. As there is nothing here that links her to the murder, you leave it alone. No, dude! I mean... I suppose that's a good thing, that we're leaving the stuff alone. A cabinet filled with various clothing and other articles that belong to Sachiko. Nothing in here links to the murder. Sorry, just the murder. There needed to be a space there. Again, don't crunch yourselves. A small vanity for Sachiko to use before bedtime. Sachiko's diary. No, you can't peek. Oh, come on! Even if the details inside the diary don't connect her to the murder, reading it would give me flavor text and possibly lore. What do you mean? Okay. We're a PI! We should be able to look at the diary and get flavor text from stuff like that, even if it doesn't connect her to the murder. Alright. A cute black teddy bear with a black ribbon around its neck. A small note nearby reads, "For my little dearest, love, Dad." I mean, I would have gone with a wolf plushie flavor flea, but teddy bear works too. An absolutely gorgeous porcelain doll. Porcelain spelled wrong. Wearing a fancy and expensive looking dress. Oh, this is the same flavor text as the other thing. Okay. Bears are more deadly than wolves. No, but Dracula was connected to stuff like wolves and bats. That's the thing. It's a image thing. Although, yeah, bears are definitely deadlier than wolves. On this, we agree. Sachiko's bedside table, which holds the special belongings of a little girl that have nothing to do with a little girl that have nothing to do with the murder investigation, so you could stop snooping right there, Mr. God. Don't make me feel guilty about playing. Don't do... I'm sorry. We are trying to do our job thoroughly. Why is it... stop snooping right there, Mr. Did Griffin get caught up in a crime that involved snooping a kid's thing, and that's why he's having to play carefully with Sachiko? I don't get why now he's going, oh, I can't do this. No, he's a PI. He has to go over these details. I mean, I get that it's to make him not a creep, but unless Griffin went super overboard trying to help a child in the past, this just doesn't work as anything other than, hey, don't be such a creep. But Griffin would have to search these things and not be malevolently motivated, I guess, is what I'm trying to get at. Is that there's a way to organically interact with, oh, no, Sachiko has nothing to do with the murder. I don't have to go this far. If Griffin didn't go further in the past, this wouldn't be a thing I asked. Okay, yeah, let's talk to Sachiko now that we've explored everything. In a murder investigation, yeah, see, in a murder investigation, everyone is a suspect, even a child. Sachiko was Dracula's adopted daughter, his pride and joy after Elizabeth and Adrian passed away. But she too had to be questioned. Hello, you must be the policeman. I'm Sachiko. Dracula was my father. Hey there, I'm Inspector Griffin, but you can call me Jack. I need to ask you a few questions. I understand, sir. Whatever it takes to catch the bad guy who hurt Papa. I'll help. Honest. Please don't let it be her. Hey, Sachiko, I'm gonna ask those questions now. You look uneasy. Why? Have you ever had that feeling that someone is watching you from the shadows? Watching, waiting, ready to pounce? Not that I can recall. Why? Do you feel feel that way? Mm-hmm. Lately, the shadows are closer in more than usual. Closing in closer more than usual, you mean? Something was troubling that child, something bad. I may have had a murderer to catch, but I couldn't just allow a kid to be in danger. I'd have to follow her and watch carefully. Don't worry, Sachiko, I'll keep you safe. Thank you, Mr. Griffin. You're a good man. Good man? That was debatable. Okay, see, I don't get why, unless he feels bad about having to put people away. I get that, at least in a couple countries, incarcerations are overvalued, because that's the whole point of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Who do you think killed your papa? I don't know. Or I don't know. Everyone loves Papa. Even Miss Mina didn't hate him. And she only loved his money. Okay, that is dope. That she at least catches on to stuff like that. Where were you around 9 o'clock? In the garden? It's my favorite place. Especially when there are lots of people. People make noise. I don't like noise. People make noise. I don't like noise. Wait. This entire sentence doesn't make sense. It's my favorite place, especially when there's a lot of people. People make noise. I don't like noise? Then why is it her favorite place? Okay, I'm gonna move on. But that sort of thing is internally inconsistent. What was your relationship with your Papa? Papa was the world to me. I thought I'd be alone forever, but he promised he'd always love me. Can a heart still love even after it's stopped beating? Yes, sir. I'd like to be alone if that's okay. I'll be around somewhere. Oh, okay. So Steel and Teal meant that there are lots of people in the house and she retreats to the garden. Sorry, I'm just trying to also reach out and say it's a wardrobe with pink roses on it. You're kidding. Wait, so did I soft lock? No. Okay, I just don't have to go back there. Oh, okay. Where the devil is she off to? Oh. Well, this is awkward. I followed Sachiko to the garden. It was dark, and the wind rustling through the lives. The wind rustling through the lives made them look like fingers grasping in the dark. I watched and waited. The movement was sudden, but sluggish. In a moment, Sachiko had fled. I better go see what's scaring her. Okay, yeah, I caught on that he meant leaves, because there are bushes and everything. Did you see anything unusual? Can't say I did, sorry. Hello there. When I approached Lady Rappaccini, the sweet scent of her poisonous pollen made my head fuzzy. She was the highest of high society, a real rose on the bush, but she was still a suspect. Dear inspectors, is it true? Am I suspected of poor Dracula's awful murder? You are on the suspect list, Lady Rappaccini. I'm sorry, but until you're cleared, I have to ask you some questions. I will do whatever it takes to assist the police and clear my name. Her family wasn't as powerful as the vampire houses. Wait, there's more than one vampire house? This has never come up. But she was by no means a commoner. I would have to choose my questions carefully. If I may have a moment of your time, Lady Rappaccini? Who do you think killed her? Oh, no doubt it was that walking strumpet Carmilla, always trying to sink her fangs into something. Vampires, you know? In the lounge, watering my roots with a sherry. It's been a long day, Inspector. I'm sure you understand. I would say it was tenuous at best. The Count was above us all, even those in high society, and he flaunted it. Take his latest gentrification project. Pushed to city council without even consulting my preservation society. Oh, okay. No, that makes sense. So, gentrification in this case is just trying to make everything seem more like a city, I guess. Trying to fancy up the city at the expense of nature and everything. That's what people mean by gentrification at around this time. I think. Alright, that's all my questions for now. Very well, I will plant myself nearby should you need me again. Haha, very funny. I lost track of where Sachiko went, but I'm gonna keep exploring. Those look like beehives. I'm surprised there isn't a bee chasing scene. Wait. 8, 9, okay, this should be it. Let's see what I find. I found a small box. I'll take this back to Renfield. It might be something private. No, look into it! You're an investigator! Do your job, dude! Maybe it's locked, though. That would require an old marble shrine to the goddess RNGesus. You know what? I actually like this. It's a shame that RNGesus isn't a thing until way later than 1933, but this is funny. For a fantasy world, I mean. Medusa was such a stone-cold woman. Are these all Medusa? Yeah, okay. I think that's everything here. Such a shame, really. He did so much for our people. If I may have a moment of your time? Oh, okay. I couldn't leave before investigating whatever scared Sachiko. Well... it wasn't anything so far as I could see, but my bandages itched. Something was wrong. I needed to go talk to the girl again and set this right. She probably ran back to the safety of her room. Alright, well... Sachiko, are you alright? Mr. Griffin, I'm scared. What's happening? She ran into my arms, shivering in fear. I froze in that moment, feeling all too familiar. The last time someone hugged me for protection, I let my fear get the best of me. Don't worry, Sachiko. I'll protect you. I've got an idea. You do? Yes. You'll have to be brave a bit longer, but if you trust me, we'll stop this. Thank you, Mr. Griffin. I'll be brave. I may have failed Gloria in her moment of need, but I'll be damned if I was going to fail this kid. Oh, so there was a past investigation that he flubbed, involving a different kid. That does make his hesitation to go through said kid's things, or this kid's things, a bit easier to stomach, even though it feels very railroady. Or a different woman. Oh. Go to the garden once more. This time, don't run. I'm gonna catch the bad guy. Yes, sir. It was time to put an end to this. When I got to the gardens, Sachiko was there, putting on her bravest face, hugging her bat doll like her life depended on it. I got into position and waited for the right moment. Gotcha! I moved like lightning and apprehended the brute, overpowering him with my knowledge of Taekwondo? Is this a fictitious version of Taekwondo, maybe? Or just a misspelling? I can't tell. Sachiko ran. I don't blame her. This guy was ugly. Alright, you. Tell me who sent you to kidnap this kid. The answer surprised me. Little Lady Wilhelmina Parker. It seemed that with Dracula gone, the lady of the castle couldn't move fast enough to secure her inheritance. Disgusting. I'd deal with her after the investigation was over. These cuffs will hold you. You're going to jail for a very long time. Oh yeah, attempted murder does drum up a very high jail charge. Kidnap setup completed. Oh, so there are mini events in this. And not in my thoroughness to try and get this done, I completed one of them. There's a bunch of other ones I set up earlier too, isn't there? Oh yeah, the thing with Blair and yeah, the thing with Blair and what's her name? Yeah, okay. Oh hey, there's up the stairs. Leave me alone, Inspector, or you will make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Chuck? No, Blair and Frankenstein, yes. Although Carmilla and Rappaccini. I love this Inspector. Thank you, Barry. Chuck? Now where's that puppet going? I'd better follow him. I wasn't trying... Beat it, copper. I ain't do nothing wrong. Okay, Mr. Tony Soprano wannabe ass. Oh, thanks for the bits. Inspector, you are becoming a real mobile vulgaris. What? Mobile vulgaris. Is this a pun? Or just a Again, don't crunch yourselves. This is what leads to errors and... Oh. Okay, they were screwing. Okay, I'll leave them to whatever. They're not relevant to my investigation anyway. Anything? What a lovely view. Uh-oh. Wait, is that another tower? Odd. I don't remember any way to get into it. I'll have to keep a lookout. No, the joke is that they have nothing to do with my investigation and I can just... Oh, right. You're going to make me very angry. Okay, Blair. I'm just doing my job, jeez. A stylish painting of two vampires and a coffin. It was commissioned by Dracula and painted by the world-famous Vincent van Gogh. Oh, okay. Vincent van Gogh. At least I get that one. Checking my Discord notice. Okay, that's that. Back to actually focusing on this. It's a painting of a cat. It's obviously superior to every other painting around. Meow. A painting titled Something Wicked This Way Comes. A painting of the Great Pyramid of Egypt. Seems kind of small. What makes it so great? Might be a painting of a wine glass. Might be a painting of a glass filled with blood. The artist left this up to the interpretation of the viewer. Packages of linens waiting for the skeleton crew to use, as they won't make any beds until you solved the murder. Oh, good! So they keep the crime scene from being tampered with. Good. Shouldn't there be more people doing the crime scene enforcement besides Brundle and Jack? I mean, if this were a legitimate investigation, Spare knickknacks arranged in a box for your perusal. It may have nothing to do with the murder, but you find a nice bottle to take home? Yeah. Alright, let's see what we got. There she was, standing like a tall glass of water held tight Death's bony fingers, the heiress of Fonavania's oldest family, Carmela Karnstein, the Lady of Blood and Roses. Ah, Inspector Griffin, is it not? Yes, ma'am, Jack Griffin, FPD. I have a few questions to ask you about the murder. Then you best ask away. We wouldn't want you to keep the real murderer waiting. Her blood-red lips parted, her pointed fangs a symbol of her status. As the elite of Fonavania, vampires held dominion in almost all levels of society. I couldn't accuse her without absolute proof. We're not accusing people! What? Okay. Lady Karnstein, I wanted to ask you about... Who do you think killed Dracula? If I must hazard a guess, it would be that foreign seductress Lota. Why Vlad would have allowed such a creature in his castle is beyond me. Were we around 9 o'clock? I had procured the book from the library and was reading it in the lounge. The blood pool there was inadequately chilled. What was your relationship with Dracula? A tenuous but powerful one, Inspector. Both House Dracula and Karnstein have been at the top of the aristocracy for centuries. Very well, Inspector. I'll be around for a while longer. Wait, I saw you in the other chamber too. What? Okay, I guess everybody resets to their positions when I'm working on event flags. Ah, so Carmela existed before Dracula did. Dope. An assortment of rings, pendants, and other fine jewelry, handcrafted by the best that Fonavania has to offer. 4 boxes with 4 rings, each labeled after one of the 4 seasons. These 4 rings are said to have been the property of Lord Nosferatu, the very first vampire. That they belonged to Carmilla speaks volumes of her family. A beautiful golden necklace with the crest of House Karnstein emblazoned upon it. A lovely necklace crafted of solid gold and topped with a gorgeous emerald. Okay, yeah. These sort of punctuation errors are why I'm not going to do a game jam, but if I were to make an RPGMaker game, I would try to make sure that my fluff was ironclad. Oh, the mosquito crest. That I didn't know of. A beautiful dress that would look stylish on any lady. Pink carnations, the flowers of passion. They are arranged nicely in Carmilla's room. A large red trunk that contains all of Carmilla's personal effects. After a thorough search, you learn more about her measurements than ever before, but nothing that links her to the murder. An alarmingly silent alarm clock. Maybe it's got a gear loose. I just remember the name of one of the breeze builders in Spyro 2, I think. And I think there's a DuckTales character that's actually named Gearloose for surname. A cabinet filled with various bric-a-brac. This wardrobe is filled with Carmilla's dresses. The value of any one of them exceeds your annual salary. No clues though. Alright, this room's been picked clean. We're going to the next one. I knew very little of the man called Hemotep. Brundle's dossier said he was a diplomat from the sands of Egypt. Why was he even here? You must be with the police. I have been informed that I must cooperate with your, how do you say, investigation? And no, I'm not doing a funny accent for this guy. Indeed, sir. I have a few questions to ask of you. Then ask. I have nothing to hide. He was stiffer than the bodies at the Rue Morgue, but that wouldn't stop me. If I had to unravel him along with this case, so be it. Sir, I need a quick moment of your time. The Count and I have been involved in numerous overseas, what do you call them, transactions. I have always respected his bond. He was a stern man, but good. Wasn't Vlad Tepes a war veteran who went down into North Africa on a campaign? I would imagine that's how they'd have known each other. Because Vlad Tepes is another name for Dracula. This is why I am querying all this. Where were you around 9 o'clock? Your time zones have me a bit confused. No, they don't. Your time zones have me a bit confused. 2 hours ago, I was leaving the gallery and heading toward the library. My apologies if that isn't helpful. Who do you think killed Dracula? The ways of murder, or how do you say, difficult for me to grasp. My name even means the one who comes in peace. Perhaps it was for love? Love is the only reason I can think of to do such a thing. Of course, should you need me again, I will be where you find me. Is that how you say it? Yes. Although I think it's more like, I know where, you'll know where I'm at, is probably a more accurate kind of phrase. That sounds a little less purple prosy, and this is just me being chastised on this by people in the past, because I, quote-unquote, talk in a purple prosy way. Thanks for the gambate, by the way. I saw it earlier too. A cabinet filled with various sundries that Imhotep packed for his convenience. The wardrobe contains all of Imhotep's formal outfits. The only one that stands out is for its style. A golden velourant lycra suit topped with sapphire scarabs, created by the world-famous designer Liam Bangles Sternberg? Is that an actual person, or is this another reference, like the whole Narnia thing? The potted plant contains no clues or help towards your investigation, but it does house a small earthworm named Jim. Neat. Earthworm Jim. Haha. I swear to Fatty Roswell. Anyway. The potted plant contains no clues or help towards your investigation. There is an inordinate amount of gold jewelry in here. Either Imhotep really likes gold, or he's just trying to crash the Faunavania stock market, but wait. We have no context clues about Faunavania's economy, aside from this. What? I mean, the granaries around the Faunavania estate, if this were actually... Yeah, Faunavania needs to be larger, I think. If I were to make a map, this book is written in Egyptian Arabic. You are not sure what Aliyamal Dayiman Dun Laib Yajal Min Jak Sabian Nimla means, but it's written a staggering multitude of times. I don't even know if I pronounced that correctly, and I sort of feel remorseful about trying to pronounce the Arabic correctly, because I'm pretty sure I botched it. But I'm gonna just proceed, because I'm trying to just do this game. Oh, this is the same text. A dresser filled with Imhotep's clothing. It's mostly Goldan bandages. A dresser filled with Imhotep's personal items. Nothing. Hurcan. Okay. Do not crunch yourselves. Nothing here can connect him to the murders. What is actually meant? Hurcan feels like the name of another character. I can see that. Hurcan and the one dude with the sword, Holdan sword, and Hurcan would be interesting character names. Okay. Goldan, Hurcan, and Holden sword. Let me try to remember all the punctuation errors, so that they can just be made into characters. Wow, Hawkzono. Okay, I get what that means. A cabinet filled with various accoutrements befitting of the Panther woman. Okay, this is just dress. A comfortable purple wingback chair. You can sit all day and think and think and think, but you're not a Gumby cat. A nice cup of tea for a civilized lady. A sizable purple trunk that contains all of Loda's personal belongings. Some of the garments here leave little to nothing to the imagination. What? But there is nothing here that ties the murder. Okay, let's keep going. It's a ball of yarn. You shouldn't be surprised, and I'm not. Loda's wardrobe is at war with Carmilla's over which one holds the most lovely dresses. A cabinet... Okay. This is just cabinets. Okay. Dresser space for Lota to hold clothing and other affects when not wearing. Vanity is not the right word for this piece of furniture, as it understates the sheer amount of things present that a lady can use to make herself more beautiful. From the moment I saw Loda, I felt myself enchanted by those captivating eyes. Recently, there had been a trade deal started between Faunavania and the island nation of Moreau. This woman was the dignitary sent to open negotiations with Dracula. I'd say they would have had the upper hand. Well, hello, darling. It's wonderful to see that such a handsome man is sent to interrogate Lota, and I'm not doing a funny accent because I at least have some knowledge of who this character is based off of, and she doesn't have an accent insofar as I can tell. Maybe a loose European accent because the Aristocats, but yeah. This isn't an interrogation, just a few questions, and for the record, ma'am, I'm invisible. Well, darling, that just leaves so much more to the imagination. It would be a test of willpower to resist this kitty's charms, but just as justice was without passion, so would I have to be. Before it gets too hot in here, let's ask those questions. Who do you think killed Dracula? Ah, Loda thinks that Rappuccini is the one. Yes, that one has a sweet smile, but her odor is foul. She's a plant! Pollen smells weird because it's pollen! Okay, trying not to... Alright, where were you around 9 o'clock? Getting ready for the party, darling! A woman must always look her best. Don't you agree? What was your relationship with Dracula? The Count met Lota during a trip to Lota's home. He was such a sweetheart, darling. Lota doesn't know why people say he's so cold. He needs some warming up. Lota could warm up anyone, given enough time. Or warm anyone up. And honestly, the turn of phrase is weird. That's all my questions for now. Then come by any time, darling. Lota likes you. Okay, ditch the third person thing. Ditch the third person thing. Just that's my chief recommendation. Okay, that's at least half of this upper spire done. Done that. I think I've been to Sachiko's room already. Yep. Okay. Don't need to do anything with her. She locked herself in her bedroom. Okay. She locked herself in her bedroom. That will impede my investigation. This castle is full of secret passages. There has to be one that leads to her room. I better be invisible when I go in, however. Wait, Blair? Sword set up on a display, spelled wrong. It's neither silver nor magical, so it could not have been used in Dracula's murder. So, wait, who locked themselves? Was this Blair's room? Mina's. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. Oh, here we go. What the? Something wasn't right. Since I'd last been here, things had been moved around like someone had searched through here rather sloppily. This is why need to not be understaffed, dude? Could it be the murderer? I needed to look closer. Nothing was missing. Things were definitely out of place. I need to keep my eyes open for more situations like this one. Or maybe the FPD just needs to be more than 2 people on an active investigation. Just fluff-wise. Even if it's just someone, even if it's just some random security guy. Nothing in this balcony? I mean, that there's a balcony, it all looks cool. Maybe something about, oh, look at the view from here. A safe. Probably with the grimoire in it, no doubt. Is there nothing can I not move forward? There's this painting that's stuck. I can't see if the piano's the one they need to play. There's a gift box over there. A couple books. I get that this place was trashed, but... Wait, the cake. Hang on. Oh, there's nothing to click, is there? Well, that's a major bummer. Alright, well... Someone trashed the count's room. I'll make it short again for the master. Okay, we just needed to talk to the cleaning crew. Ah, there we go. Now we can move around. Small picture of Dracula's family. Of everything in this room, it's the most clean and protected. More of Dracula's clothing. Those bled flannels alone should be considered a crime against humanity. The cape Wilhelmina had picked up from Happy Hawk's horror haberdashery right before discovering Dracula's body. She hung it up as if he were still alive. That's just plain depressing. Dracula's wardrobe contains an awful lot of suits and capes. A knight-shining armor, which is what Dracula needed earlier. However, as this knight's weapon is essentially tin, it wouldn't have helped much? Okay. There's a safe that I can't interact with. Okay. More of Dracula's clothing here, including a white and red striped bathing suit that you could have gone your entire life without ever seeing. Dracula's bedside table where he keeps all his spar, ruby, and gold medallions. Okay, spare ruby and gold, of which there are plenty. Oh hey, the piano. I wonder if the music is meant to be played on Dracula's own personal piano. Only one way to find out. A little compartment opened on the piano. There is a small piece of paper. Music room. There must be a secret of Dracula's in the music room. I should take a closer look around there and see what I can find. A glass bottle. Love potion number 9. Sorry, my mind blanked the moment I realized that was a Rick and Morty reference. Dracula, you hound you. Sorry, my brain just went, love potion number 9. The actual... Okay. So, just to be full disclosure, Rick and Morty is one of 4 things that I don't particularly like, and that's because the main reason is because Rick and Morty is one of those all-style, no-substance vanity projects where the main joke, the main good stuff in most episodes is at the end. Wait, a song in the 60s? Was it also a reference to a song in the 60s? I just know about Rick's Love Potion number 9. And that's what got me heated, I guess. But I'm trying to keep calm and not get too grumpy. There's a bit of confusion, which I can only chalk up as similar in attitude to other RPGMaker content creators. But I get grumpy with Rick and Morty stuff. There's only one episode, and it's all the way in season 3. It's about the Vindicators, and that one is about the only Rick and Morty episode that I like. And this comes from me having had it forcibly put into my proximity. And forcibly because of people doing the whole Szechuan sauce nonsense from McDonald's. Alright. Most people don't decorate their bedrooms and parlors with skeletons. Dracula wasn't most people. Same thing here. Okay. A clock. It's frozen at 9:14 p.m., the time of Dracula's death. Okay, the clock being frozen at the exact time of Dracula's death is a little too convenient. And I could see a different PI, maybe a work buddy of Jack's, having set the clock to refer to it. Maybe the coroner fiddles with the clock to try and keep a reminder about the time of death while doing notes. I could see... So, you know characters in some of the crime dramas, like NCIS, there's always a guy who studies the body and everything. That's where you get the time of death from. I'm surprised Jack and Brundle don't have somebody on speed dial like that, the same way that people from Law & Order or NCIS do. It seems that despite his austere demeanor, Dracula was quiet and a light-hearted fellow. Otherwise, he wouldn't have so much Douglas Adams on his shelves. All 42 volumes to be precise, and one book of Overdue poetry. Also, wait, 42 volumes of Douglas Adams? I mean, I get the reference. I just didn't think he wrote that much. Apparently, Dracula was also a masochist. No secret in there. Okay, I think I've explored about ways everything. I just need to look up secrets and stuff. I think with our conversation, the addition of Detective Ray's, Ariel B. Ratcliffe, and possibly Sheriff Fox might benefit your game. Yeah, give a wider posse of people who help Jack and Brundle with their things. Alright, let's go, where's Loda going? Oh, damn it. Hey, will you look at that? Loda was snooping around like a cat on the prowl for its midnight mice. I'd have to confront her directly if I wanted any answers. Oh wait, it's a grandfather clock. The question is, whose grandfather? I'm not doing a game jam if you're gonna crunch this, though. Because look at all these punctuation errors I keep... Wait. What are you sneaking around for? What do you mean, darling? Loda's doing nothing wrong. Let's not play this useless game. Hang on. There you go. I'll just move my guy over here. Yeah. Let's not play this useless game, Loda. Just tell me what you're doing. Nothing. Loda promises that she's doing nothing. She is keeping her nose and claws clean. See? She gave me a purr and then sauntered off. She was pleasing to the eye, that was for certain, but my bandages itched. She was up to something. I should follow her when given the chance. And then she screwed off. Okay, well. Let's go up here. Oh. Well, what do you know? It takes me up here. Oh, that's why I needed to do the music thingy. Okay. At least I have a faint idea of how people moved around the buildings. Wait, hang on. Oh, no. Okay, well... Carmilla is in 2 places at once, as far as I'm concerned. Alright, so music room. Let's see what's in there. The switch on this lamp is not like any other I have ever seen. A beautiful handcrafted harp made of the finest oak from the Faunavania forest. An empty music stand. And there's a glowing thing on this chair? Is that a visual thing, or am I meant to go, oh, while invisible, that's right. Okay. Incredible. The room was filled with a myriad of magical and scientific apparatuses, the likes of which I'd never seen. I couldn't even begin to guess what the late Count was doing in here. I needed to investigate. Maybe there would be a clue as to who could have killed him. Alright, let's do this one. The Journal of Vlad Dracula, Count of Fonavania. If it had been in any other situation, I would have stepped away, but my senses told me that what was in between those pages needed to be read. So, with hands almost shaking, I turned to the last few entries. Oh, okay. My heart continues to weigh heavy within my chest, for the pain of my dear Elizabeth and Adrian has never subsided. I have spent years trying to devise a way to return them to me, not as undead servants, but as the wife and son I loved. The poor man was speaking madness. Even the most powerful necromancy couldn't bring back the truly, truly dead. Not like that. And Elizabeth and Adrian were, well, there had been nothing left but ash, I think is what is meant to be said. I took a mistress, the widow Wilhelmina Harker, for comfort and companionship, and later adopted a young gentle Onryo named Sachiko as a daughter, for the human connection. Yet, the heart for my beloved wife and son continued to stab into me. Reading this, I couldn't help but feel bad for Lady Wilhelmina and young Sachiko. It wasn't fair that he used them to replace his previous family, and yet still yearned for them. But then there was a breakthrough. My years of research were rewarded. There exists a magical area within the city park where magic is strongest, a place where a coven practices. If I can build a structure that can channel the magic there, then use something to focus that magic into a single point, I have a chance. Insanity. He started the gentrification project, moved to Blair's coven, and started building Vlad Tower just to try and bring back Elizabeth and Adrian. There's no way that would work. The second part was to secure a special gem, one that would focus the magic. The blood ruby of the pharaohs of Egypt would work. I can easily that will some diplomatic work. What? I can easily get it, maybe? I can easily get it through diplomatic work is probably what was meant to be said. Sorry, I'm just trying to parse the sentence and advance through the story. As for the alchemical formula needed to round out the ritual, the island nation of Moreau, spelled as Morao, holds those. I can obtain them under the pretense of negotiating a trade deal. Oh, so he was just using everybody. That is quaint. That would involve Emotep and Loda. Is there anyone this guy hasn't used? Lastly, to take the concept of creating life and finishing the spell, luckily Fonavania has a scientist with such a technique. Oh, okay. So Frankenstein must have read this journal and realized he was a patsy for Dracula's harebrained scheme, and then decided, yeah, no, I have to put an end to this myself. And that's how Frankenstein got involved. Dracula probably stepped on Carmilla and Mayor Price's toes just getting himself set up here. There's one more entry. Tonight is Halloween, everything is in place, I can do it, but I'm hesitating, I'm stalled, and I know why. I gave Sachiko a doll today, a bat doll with button eyes. The look she gave me, that small smile, then she said, now my daddy will always be with me. She saw the doll as me. Then it hit me. I found my happiness and have been ignoring it all this time. Wilhelmina has been patient. She wants wealth and status, but I know she'll stay with me until my final days. I can turn her around. I can love her. And Sachiko, I already do love her. When she is ready, she can become my heiress. There is no greater love than a parent for a child, and by the great pumpkin, I will be that parent to that little girl. Unbelievable. I can hide these notes, return the blood ruby, move Vlad Tower, and fix everything. Yes, at tonight's party, I will come clean and begin to undo the damage caused by centuries of selfishness. I will make it right. I can finally be happy. The son of a bitch had done it. He found a way to truly resurrect the dead. He had found a way to truly resurrect the dead, and gave it all up to be the husband and father he needed to be. And then he was murdered. The irony was beyond even my jaded humor. Got Dracula's journal. What is worth, Dracula? You're the bigger man. I would have used the spell to bring back someone close to me. Am I even human anymore? Well, no, but... Alright. Cabinet filled with preserved reagents for Dracula's expansive alchemical repertoire. A scale measuring unholy things in grams and holy things in moles. If you could figure out the joke here, you're either brilliant or immature, or both. Holy moly. I think that's the joke. Bottled holy water, Dracula must have been pretty desperate to consider using something like this in his experiments. A sampling of a powdered reagent, useful for alchemists. A red potion, likely if you sip it, it will turn into a blue potion. Then if you sip it again, it will disappear. That's logical, isn't it? That's a reference to something I don't remember. An alembic and a calcinator used for alchemy. A microscope ready for seeing the roots of one's problems. Ones without an apostrophe. I think that's the only one of its type in terms of punctuation error. A mortar and pestle used for alchemy. What's this? My will and grimoire are my most prized possessions. I have hidden them carefully. The will is hidden where cards and spirits are enjoyed. The grimoire is hidden in an unmarked location in the wine cellar. Small bags filled with magical crystals from hematite to blood quartz. There's also some lapis lazuli thrown in for good measure. Someone must like the color blue. Oh, no. A chart of the vampire anatomy. It's like a human's, only with fangs. Various chemical and alchemical equipment used for any number of experiments. A male skeleton. His name is Bonaparte. Haha. This is either a well-preserved alien from another world, or thy baby. It's meant to be that baby, but it's spelled wrong. That baby from Eraserhead. The world may never know. Also, I don't. A female skeleton. Her name is Femura. I don't get it. Oh, I get femur is the name of a bone, or a bone, but I don't know what it's. Because Bonaparte is Napoleon Bonaparte. Femura might be a reference to something else? I don't know. A treasure trove of scientific and arcane knowledge that could revolutionize the entire world. Dracula was truly a man of many great talents. Various chemical and alchemical equipment used for any number of experiments. A cabinet made by one Dr. Caligari. It's probably best to not mess with it. Dracula's lab coat. It seems that Dracula was a bit of a neat freak. A small picture of Dracula and his family. He seems so happy. A treasure trove of scientific and arcane knowledge that could revolutionize the entire world. Dracula was truly a man of many great talents. Alright. What else is here? Okay. Nothing. Okay. I did all I could here. Alright, well, that is a plot thread that existed. Let's see what is there anything else I can do? Alright, let's see where I'm at. I think I've kind of got everything set up. It's just... Wait, the wine cellar? You mean down here, right? Oh yeah, that's the wine cellar. I thought. Yeah. An old cask of wine? Oh, hey. Boxes filled with a myriad of unimportant things used to either decorate the castle or to feed its inhabitants. I see a thingy. I can't interact with it, though. What direction do I have to... I mean, I see the sparkly thing. I just can't interact with it. I don't know if I've soft-locked the game or not. Maybe I have to go back while invisible? I've been doing everything while visible to see if there's any side quests I could do. Alright. I think it's time. Oh. The one who did the killing of the master must have their debt collected. What was buried is now found. Redfield is so happy. Look, it's a picture of the master and me. Redfield wants to cry. Redfield must go now. Who knew Vlad had a sweet side like that? I'm glad to see Redfield has something to remember his former master. And yeah, sorry about the shabby commercials. Renfield's prize completed. So I completed another side quest, if that's of any help to you, and I'm deliberately waiting until the Chevy commercial's done. Well, yeah. Just let me know. Okay, well, I completed a second side quest, it looks like. So, Sachiko's kidnapping and Renfield's prize are completed. How many side quests are there? Just out of curiosity. I think I have to do everything else while invisible, though. Because, yeah, I don't believe... A wide variety of wines, mostly Merlots. I think stealth is key from here on out. It's time for the Invisible Man to live up to his name. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and... I guess I have to... Wait. Sword? A magical sword bearing the sigil of House Karnstein. Interesting. A lot of power is emanating from it. I suppose it's only natural, though. Carmilla's family would have many magical artifacts this sword included. That's the murder weapon, defo. Music box playing a delightful tune. There's the painting. Oh, okay. Well, back in I go. Yeah, I gotta do everything else while invisible. That's just great. Alright. What's up, boss? Go invisible. When was the last time you washed your bandages? Alright, now we go collect the things. We'll start with... Ow, it won't let me take stuff? Alright, let's go see what's up with Mayor Price. Okay, well... Maybe I have to go down to the other room where that's at. I forgot where it is. There's a lot of details here that I'm trying to keep. Wait, hang on. There's a switch. Alright. That's just... Oh, the wine cellar, that's right. Let's see if we can interact with the wine. Oh, nope. Alright. Now we keep following them. Where? Where is it? I don't know. But it started to irritate me that we cannot find it. The entrance to the secret lab has to be around here somewhere. Let's split up and spread our resources. That will maximize our chances of success. I'll try to use my magic. They were looking for something, and it seemed to be very important. It was a Good thing that I had already found Dracula's lab. I could lay in wait and catch them in the act. Wait, oh, the lab, that's right. Courtyard, autosave. I saw Loda in the courtyard and quickly took cover. Where was she going? Oh, the instance dungeon. Well, it could be an instance dungeon in a different thing entirely. I can't confront her if she can't see me. Aw, man! Okay, so we'll leave that side quest alone. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna avoid that. So basically, they split off. No, that's fine. I'm going to go back to being note to self, ask Wilhelmina why the castle doesn't have any bathrooms. Wait, that's not logically possible. Yeah, whatever. I'm going to go confront Loda. Try to finish up a side quest. She stopped within the depths of the undercroft and started digging. I wasn't sure what she was doing now, but I had to act. Stop right there, kitty! Inspector, you will not stop Loda. I don't know what's going on, but you have 5 seconds to start talking. Fool, Loda is a foreign diplomat. I have no intention on arresting you, now talk! Loda has heard rumor that Dracula was dabbling in forbidden magics. Really? What kind? A forbidden type of necromancy that would raise the dead as the living, not as undead servants. Ridiculous. Where'd you hear that? I see. Have your silence then. Was the dirt you were digging for down here? Perhaps, darling. Or perhaps Loda was building a better cat box. Either way, she claims diplomatic immunity now, and now we're just lethal weapon too. That was a full stop. I wasn't going to get anything else out of her, but I had stopped her from messing around with Dracula's ancestors. Either way, I had a murder to solve. I think it's time you leave. Digging up dirt. Okay, so that's the third side quest. Alright. Back to invisible I go. Unless I have to be visible for any remaining side quests. I thought that the whole point was to, watch out, ladies! Jack Griffin is on the prowl! Okay, that was very tasteless of you, dude, but whatever. Alright, let's go finish up the side quests. Chuck? Now where's that puppet going? I'd better follow him. Alright, you. I followed Chuck around the castle for a bit, but not a ne'er-do-well scuttling about like a cockroach. He ended up just looking around without doing anything. It was odd to say the least. Wait, who's this other person? Oh. There's Emotep. Don't know what he's doing, though. Do I have to be visible for him, too? Alright. Let's go find... That inspector was on to me. We may need... I must withdraw from our, what do you call it, alliance. You're breaking our agreement? With Dracula's death, there are certain complications that I must deal with. You will have to search for his, what was it again? His grimoire? On your own. What jerk. Well, I'd better keep looking. So, Dracula had a grimoire, and Blair was looking for it. I doubted Imhotep would be helpful, though. If I could find the book first, then I could stop a theft from even happening. Which we did, we just broke sequence. We have broken sequence, and these guys are on a wild goose chase. Oh! That's how we find the murderer. We sequence break their operation. Someone had tossed Lady Carmilla's room. It didn't look like anything was stolen, but it was hard to investigate when someone kept ruining my scenes. Oh, okay, so we can come back here and... Okay. Oh, there's a big mess in there, too. It's no big thing. Old Bone Stallone can clean it up in a jiff. Clean it in jiff. In a jiff, I think is what you meant. Alright. Oh, okay, so this is just... Okay, the skeleton crew has to clean up after some messes made by Blair and Frankenstein. Alrighty. That explains a few things. So there are 8 side quests, and I'm on the prowl for finishing them off. I arrived at the chapelle, unsure what I discovered. My answer would soon come in 2 very feminine voices. Is everything in place? Are we ready to move? But of course it is, Carmilla. There is no need to worry. Worry? That bastard stole so much of my family's wealth and power. With him gone, the chance to topple House Dracula is upon us. I want them gone too, but framing Wilhelmina is not going to be easy, especially now that the police are here. I thought you said that you could handle it, Inspector Griffin. Are you saying he's too much for you? Be careful what you accuse me of, Carmilla. You're not the only one who hates Dracula. His ambition for his stupid tower is destroying my dream. No need to show your fangs, Rappy. We're in this together. Now let's put this sick, twisted house to bed once and for all. Of course, Carmy. Let's be done with this sickening charade. Wait, so are they the murder culprits? Okay, so basically Wilhelmina's the red herring. So she's not the murderer. Or is she? I wasn't sure what I would hear, but Great Pumpkin, it wasn't that. A conspiracy to frame Lady Wilhelmina for Dracula's murder and destroy House Dracula? Even if the evidence wasn't there, a scandal like that could cause a huge social unrest. I would have to act, and fast. As soon as I could, I'd have to get this information to Lady Wilhelmina. Ah, perfect. So we basically will know Wilhelmina's not the culprit. That was a successful excursion. Okay, where the devil is she? No. I don't think we need to be here anymore. Wait! Oh yeah, that's right! We needed to unlock Wilhelmina's room in the first place. That's the last room I have yet to search. Oh. Sorry, I'm just annoying Blair for fun. Alright, where was I? Yeah, oh god, no! Stop it! If you will pardon me, I must how you say use the lavatory. Something was odd. I've been up and down this entire castle, and there aren't any bathrooms at all. That is not logically possible. Imhotep left a little too quickly. I'd better follow him. Oh no. Oh! I observed our Egyptian friend passing something along to the least desirable of Fonavania. What was going on? Okay, nope. Get back here, dude. There's Chuck. I better follow him and see what's going on. Oh, okay, so there's a safe here. It was at the safe in Dracula's room, fumbling with the combination. I had to stop him. Alright, Chuck, the jig is up. Griffin, you're gonna resent getting in my business. Now you budget Pinocchio, fess up. What's going on? There's no need for, what do you call it, unnecessary violence? I take it that you supplied him with the combination? Indeed, Inspector. My Ogg saw Dracula place an artifact of great power, the blood ruby, in there. I hired Chuck to, I believe you would say, retrieve it in secrecy. That's called stealing Imhotep? Yes, but it was necessary. The blood ruby was obtained on a, what do you call it, scam of sorts. Dracula cheated my pharaoh out of a large sum of money. Furthermore, the blood ruby has power over life and death. It's too dangerous to be kept here. I couldn't begin to understand the politics of this, but a crime was a crime. I'm gonna have to report you to the consulate in the morning. Theft is still theft. I understand. I accept the, what are they called, consequences of my failure. What about me, Kappa? You're under arrest. Unless you plan on flipping on Imhotep, you'll be going to jail for a while. Nothing worth going to the big house for. Tell the DA that I'll coagulate. Good choice, splinters for brains. I may have stopped the theft, but that had been something sincere in Imhotep's eyes regarding the ruby. It was out of my scope, but I couldn't help but think I had stumbled onto something big. That could wait another day. That could wait for another day. I had a mystery to solve. Okay, so I'm halfway there with the side quests. There. That's better. I think it's more an OBS issue than a game issue. Yeah, no, that's probably OBS. I thought I could be heard fine. My microphone's... Yeah, I think... Yeah, it's an OBS issue. Thank you for telling me, Joan Rico. Alright. I'm also just starting to get tired of the music anyway. Lower the volume on there. Oh, on the desktop audio? Oh, yeah. Let me do that. Thank you. I'm just going to turn off the music, though. It's the same... The first day I streamed it was inaudible. Oh, okay. Right, yeah, for now I'm just going to turn off the music because it's just the same track on loop. And I kind of got fed up with it for a little bit. So I'm just going to try to do the rest of this and try to keep a level head. I'm about halfway through these side quests. Let's go invisible. Alright. I have a thing to look for. Oh, painting. Odd? Where's Mayor Price headed? I should probably follow him without being seen. Yeah, my sister's really good at character designs. This was an unfortunate turn of events. Turn off events? But it may work out to our favor. Mayor Price was talking to someone in the shadows, but I couldn't tell who. No, for now it's no concern. Griffin answers to me, and he suspects nothing. Excellent. I am grateful for the token. I'll send you a missive later this evening. There are two things that burn me up the most. First is a corrupt leader. Second is when someone thinks they own me. I was determined to find out what Mayor Price was given. What Mayor Price was given, and what it had to do with me. Alright. Wait, what the? Mayor Price was alone and distracted. All I needed to do was pick his pocket. Being invisible has its advantages. It makes searching a suspect as easy as taking Halloween candy from a baby. I don't know what I was expecting to find, but it wasn't this. A woman's handkerchief, soft and scented, with the letters WH embroidered on it. WH, Wilhelmina Harker. Looks like it was time to pay the lady of the castle a visit. Wait. Sub-goal starting 0 out of 10. Oh. Wait, somebody subbed? Or is it just saying the sub-goal exists? Oh, no. Okay. Well, I appreciate... Yeah, no, it just gave me an activity feed announcement. Odd. Okay, well. No, it's not you, Jonah Rico. It's... I don't know what my activity feed is doing. Alright. So I need to talk to Wilhelmina. Twitch just hit me with the if you don't sub, you're... What? Oh, God. That's strange. I definitely didn't authorize the don't sub thing. Alright. Still invisible. So I basically need to toggle between invisible and visible. Okay, there has to be... Alrighty. Try to go invisible behind the wine bar. Okay. Yeah, I'm about halfway through these side quests. Oh, yeah, this is well done. A bit bum-rushed, though, in some places. A wide variety of wines, mostly Merlots. What the? These wine bottles are all empty. This shelf seem to slide a bit to the left. Seems. I read the will. As I suspected, Dracula named Sachiko his heir and bequeathed the entire castle to her. Wilhelmina would be allowed to stay until Sachiko came of age, then would be given a very generous stipend and the family's summer home in the western woods, a good deal all around. Aha! I believe that my investigation has led me to the distinction. Lamentations! I needed to get the will to Sachiko, and I wasn't going to take a chance that I'd forget. Okay, so this is the next side quest. We just drop the will over with Sachiko? Alright. Well. Do I have to be visible or invisible to deliver this? I'm gonna assume I'm gonna assume visible. Alright. Wait. Is there anything in here? No. The statue has red eyes. What a strange... That was lucky. I wish I could be that lucky when I have a fistful of cards. I can't go in there like this. She'll see me right away. Looks like it's time to disrobe once again. Okay. So I found the secret passage. That must be the way to Mina's. Alright. Time to give the deed. Oh. Wrong room. Hang on. There we go. Daddy left me the castle. He did indeed. He believed that you were the one who could carry on the Dracula name and be a beacon of hope for Fanovania. A beacon of hope. That's what he called you. Right here. I'm sure he meant every word. Oh, she's crying. I'm not reading that way. I wasn't the best person to offer comfort, but only an evil-hearted person would leave a child to cry alone. I held her until she was well enough to go back to her room. Now more than ever, I needed to figure out who murdered Dracula. Dracula's will completed, that is side quest 5. Okay, back to being invisible so I can complete 6, 7, and 8. Portable clothes hanger. Okay, that's... He does cycle through a bit of the lines, doesn't he? Oh, right. I have to do the thing with the altar. Alright. There's something blocking this exit? Oh, hell no. Alright, well. Guess I can't do that side quest yet. I'm just hoping I didn't accidentally lock myself out of a bunch of them. Oh yeah, that's right. I had to come back here. I can't expose their plot if they can't see me. I better head back to... Oh, okay. Oh, this is the part that kickstarts the entirety of Faunavania Newfound Coven. The other series that I tried to do. Alright. Alright. The secrets of Dracula's lab were safe with me, so all I had to do was turn and wait. I hope that I don't have to wait too long. This is it. Dracula's secret lab. Centuries of information now at my 20 fingertips. You know, trespassing is a crime. How did you find this place first? He's the infamous Invisible Man. It's inconvenient, but not surprising. I'm really good at my job with the, I guess, the I not there for I'm. Now, want to tell me what's going on? What is there to tell? Dracula possesses some of the greatest magical knowledge in Faunavania, and his technological marvels are beyond compare. It never ceases to amaze me. You people just want more and more. Don't you already have enough? No. In this world, power is all you have to define yourself. Dracula knew that. He planned to use his power, my coven's power, and Faunavania's power for magic that doesn't even exist. That statement shows how little you know. If you have even half an inkling, you'd be ashamed of yourself. Doubtful. I will say nothing more. So, what happens now? Just get out of my sight. I've got a murderer to catch. Pray to the great pumpkin it isn't you. Dracula, I know what true loss feels like, but I also know what it means to start anew. I may not have been able to save your life, but I could avenge it. 6th side quest complete. Alright, so we've got the Mina thing. So 7 and 8 are what's left, I believe. Alright, let's go down here. I already... Hang on. Oh, okay. Wait. Oh, clues. That's right. So there's 12 of them now? Okay, so I've done 6. So I'm about halfway there. Unless... Oh. Okay, so there are 12 more side quests, I believe. And the numbers check on how many things I've done. Anything strange with Dracula? Strange, not round these parts. Alright, So we've got... I think I've done almost... Okay, so... Wine. Admit it. You're only keeping me here for an scapegoat. Alright, Chuck, no more wise guy act. Oh. No, okay. Let me just see what we got here. No. So there has to be a way to get whatever's blocking the... Okay. Yeah. So I'm about half-ish through here, give or take? I don't even know what's going on. I did 6 out of the 8 gnome side quests. Alright, time to go back to being invisible. Alrighty, oh, maybe I have to play the harp for one of them. Hang on. I'll admit it's getting a bit chilly. Old pal is definitely not, hang on, yeah, no, an empty music stand. Oh, maybe. I wonder how Mina is faring. Let's get this over with, Leonard. George trained. Oh, okay. Alrighty, so he was sulking in one of the areas. Alrighty. Just trying to remember what else can be done. Maybe if I... Oh, I get it now. Hang on. That sparkly thingy is because that's where the event flag happened for... No. I can't leave until I solve this case. Okay. Not even to grab lunch, huh? Check the fireplace. Hang on, yeah. It's okay if we don't remember. I'm trying to be as thorough as I can with this one. Alright, in we go. Nope. Type AB negative wine? I've never heard that brand. Nope. I don't think. Maybe. Nope, but it seems like lingering Blair NPCs and stuff glitched out one of the quests. Nothing but knickknacks and curios. Salon. Scrapped scene with Igor. You gaze in the mirror to check your reflection. You notice a mustard stain on your jacket. Damn. Yeah, I think I may be soft locked. Unless... Going commando on this one, boss. Yeah. There's a tower, right? How do you get to it? Painting of the Great Pyramid of Egypt seems kind of small. What makes it so great? Might be a painting of a wine glass, might be a painting of glass filled with blood. The artist left this up to... Oh, okay. This one, I think I may have read these already. You already did. It was the lab. Oh, okay. Wait. Oh, okay. So Carmilla can be talked to. I think. Wait a minute. Hang on. There's a switch. There's something blocking this exit. Go into the room with Lota or Emotep, maybe. Alrighty. No. Nothing. This book... Yeah, nothing. Okay. Something's off. Nope. Okay. They're just spooked. Nothing? Really? So yeah, I've done 6 side quests. I have no idea who the murderer is. I'll admit, it is getting a bit chilly. Painting is called Moon Over a Field. Yeah, if there was more to access, then... You said there were 8 side quests, right? How many did, what's his name do? Hawk. Zombie. Alright, I think I have a... It's not Mina. Yeah. I may have already done a lot of the steps to get... Wait, this fireplace? No. Half as much. Okay. Oh, yeah, there's this area. So basically he did 3 side quests and then called it? Or did he... Hang on. Yeah, there's a bunch of Blairs. Yeah, okay, so the Vlad Tower is just the lab. I think we've got... Yeah, we always usually get an hour. Oh. So Wilhelmina Harker is a scapegoat and also using the mayor. There's... Well, I know that the sword is the murder weapon. It's a phone. Talk to Vinny. Oh, so I can just talk to Vincent. Okay. That'll complete one of the other side quests. Okay. It doesn't look like... It's a painting of Leonard Shaney conducting the Fonavani Orchestra. Oh yeah, we picked his pocket. I guess this must be left over from that. Yeah, it won't let me talk to him. Yeah, my thing may be cursed. I'm not mad about the soft lock, it's just that there's a lot of jank in this that a remake would do. A remake would do nicely for this. Yeah. It's just, yeah, this needed... I'm going to accuse the murderer. What? It doesn't... What? So I can't go into Wilhelmina's room. I've done 6 side quests. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to be super stumped. There's definitely an element of something I'm missing. I just don't know what at this point. Because I've done most of everything for a bunch of these quests. You've got to be kidding me. Wait a minute. Huh. It won't let me pet the horse. Bummer. Alright, you. I mean, there has to be something. Wilhelmina's not cooperative. She's hired... She and the mayor are conspiring. Alright, time to... Basically, everybody has a motive for doing this thing, except for Sachiko. And with the small exception... Wilhelmina doesn't even have a good motive, is the problem. Alrighty, well... Alright, well, honestly... Something is blocking the exit? I turned that switch on and off a bunch of times, but... Yeah, maybe the... Oh, the fireplace switch, maybe? Hang on. This switch. A book entitled Egyptian History. It says here that many Egyptian dignitaries keep a ceremonial blade on their person at all times, often hidden. It's Dracula's high school yearbook. Someone wrote in the back, Vlad, take a bite out of summer. Why would he have a yearbook? Okay. As you rifle through the shelves, you find nothing. This book is a picture. Oh, okay, I've looked at this. Cold cup of coffee, sniff Maxwell House. Lovely arrangement of flower from Dracula's garden. Right, in we go. Wait. Aw, man. I think, yeah, I've explored every aspect of this particular thing for quite a bit. And the only room I have left to check out is Wilhelmina's. I'm trying. I may be just stuck. Okay, so that's not the switch that blocks the exit. Something else is blocking the exit, and I don't know what. Two vampires, two coffins. Replica. Okay, there we go. I'm in Wilhelmina's room. Just like before, Lady Wilhelmina's room had been tossed around. Someone was looking for something, and it was going to cause issues with my investigation. Wait, is this? Something caught my eye. A tuft of fur. Wolf fur. Talbot! I needed to find him now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There's a big mess in there, too. No worries, Gov. I'll have it cleaned up in the blink of an eye. I overheard something disturbing. Oh, really now? Those two provincials want to frame me for my beloved's murder? Thank you for telling me, Inspector. I will notify the city council at once. Nevermore. Where are you? Renfield, where's my damn raven? I'll call it my good deed for the day, but politics weren't my thing. No matter, I still had a murder to solve. So that's one quest done. Wineglass bereft of sweet libations. Dresser filled with a myriad of expensive clothing and accessories showcasing a woman who was being gifted with incredible wealth by her lover. A cabinet filled with various articles perfect for the wealthy mistress of Count Dracula. Also, it just occurred to me that I probably bugged this out. I mean, I had to. A dresser filled with a myriad of expensive clothing and accessories showcasing a woman who was being gifted with incredible wealth by her lover. This statue seems out of place among all these expensive baubles and trinkets. The eyes are red and sunken in. They look like they move. Griffin, you've done it again. That's why they call you the inspector. Oh, okay. So it's a one-way exit. Got it. That explains a fair bit. I mean, I knew this had something to do with Wilhelmina's room. Unsurprisingly, Wilhelmina has two vanities, and she is still human. Her mirrors are in pristine condition. There are innumerable brushes, perfumes, and makeup. A cabinet filled with various articles perfect for the wealthy mistress of Count Dracula. A dresser... Okay. Yep. That's about all this room's got, I think. Oh, the dresses. Hang on. A beautiful dress that would look stylish on any lady. Cool. There's a bunch of gift-wrapped boxes and stuff there, too, but I'm not gonna touch that. Talk to Mina again. Oh, okay. I have to talk to her while visible, it looks like. And I need to go find Talbot. What's up, boss? Good thing about being invisible, you don't get self-conscious looking in the mirror. Alright. Now I go talk to Mina. Is this your handkerchief? Where did you get that? I think you know, and I think you'd better come clean. I have no idea what you are insinuating. Don't insult me, Lady Harker. I've been doing this for years. My boss was using his position over me as leverage. I don't take kindly to that. That fool. I told him to leave it alone. Ready to admit it? Admit what? That I was having an affair with Vincent? Fine, then have your confession. You can't know what it's like to be with someone and then have them ignore you. Vlad stopped paying attention to me, and Vincent was there to fill the hole. I wasn't going to go there. I wasn't going to there, and neither should anyone else. Haven't you ever been alone, Inspector? Gloria. Lady Harker, I'm invisible. I'm always alone. I left her like that. Perhaps I was unable to face my own isolation, or perhaps I was more than just my skin that had vanished. Either way, I still had a mystery to solve, and a cheating mistress with her lover could face the consequences on their own. Okay, so that's the 7th side quest? Alright. Ugh, I have such a headache. Where's my laudanum? Pepsi Man! Sorry. Alright, Toloda's. To figure out what else is going on while I try to not soft lock the game. Uh-oh. Talbot! Rick-Ro. Hey, what are you doing? The only reason you're not in cuffs right now is because you're a friend. But you had better explain why you're messing up my investigation by ransacking those rooms. Okay, I'll talk. Just ease up so I can breathe. Done. Now start talking. The truth is that the boss is breathing down my neck. I haven't had a good story in months. I thought I could figure out who the murderer is. It'd give me a heck of a boost. Oh, Talbot, you idiot. You could have ruined my investigation. I can't have that. Never again. Because of what happened with Gloria? Jack, that wasn't your fault. Yes, it was. I got scared that I'd lose a case and I broke a rule. Gloria paid the price for it. Jack. John, back away from this and let me do my job. Do this for me and I'll give you the exclusive. That'll give your editor-in-chief something to promote you for. Sounds great. Thanks, Jack. From now on, you can trust me to do my job and only my job. Friends in this business were hard to come by, and John was the closest thing to on, other than Brundle. I wouldn't lose them too. Now to find that killer. Bumbling investigations. Clues. Oh, okay. So, basically, Dracula's journal is the only... What the... Oh, spoiling the evidence. Hang on. Alright, so I've done almost everything. I just need to figure out what event flags for the last couple quests, and then that should be it. With the death of your king, an era has ended. Sir, I need a quick moment of your time. Nope. Nope. Okay. Something's off. I may have needed to go invisible for something earlier. I wonder, what kind of person kills a king but leaves their throne? Lady Karnstein, I wanted to ask you about... Nope. Okay. A large red trunk that contains all of Carmilla's personal effects. After a thorough search, you learn... Oh, okay. Nope, never mind. I read this one already. Read this one already. So I've done 8 side quests. It won't let me accuse the murderer? But I have enough evidence that it was... Okay, something's off. Oh, the painting maybe. Maybe I have to do that. Hang on. Honestly, I would have had Talbot arrested for disrupting the crime scenes. And obstruction of justice. Even if he has a cool motive, it's still almost ruinous. Alright, well... I've done 7, 8 side quests. I have Dracula's journal. I don't get it. Case with a case. Ghost in need. Unlimited power. I've done everything. And still nothing. I think I messed up how the Blair and Frankenstein quest was supposed to be done. And that's why. Wait a minute. Hang on. So you did a playthrough of this earlier too? Where you ended on... Okay. Well, that's one way to get in. Alrighty, well... I can't ask her. Hang on. She's the only person I haven't asked about anything, I don't think. Hang on. There's a bunch of Blair clones. Honestly, you could probably make do it. You could probably... Hang on. So you've done a playthrough earlier. What about this switch? No, that does nothing. What about the torches? No? Okay. Yeah. Honestly, this is about as good as my playthrough is going to get. There's a bunch of Blair clones. Wait, hang on. So, 8 side quests. With progress on a bunch of them. Heiress to the kingdom. Wait, is there a way to turn in items to people? Wait. Hang on. Nope. We are going to figure this out. I want to finish this, damn it. Alright. No. Okay. No. Nope. Okay. Do you know if Nova's around? Papa gave me this doll. He told me so long as I held it, he'd never be gone for good. Oh, okay. Nope. No. Okay. Wait. Yeah, because I've done... You can go back to the VOD and look for the side quests. I'm trying to figure out... I've talked to Wilhelmina. I've done basically everything. I'm not able to accuse anybody is the problem. And it's very obvious from the narrative that Mina's not the murderer. And neither is Sachiko. Talbot isn't the murderer, but he was obstructive of my case. Carmilla and Lady Rappaccini were trying to use Mina as a patsy, but completely botched it. So that makes Mina a red herring. The only people who could have done it, the only person who could have done it was Frankenstein, but I can't accuse him. Because Renfield, Sachiko, and Mina didn't do it. Imhotep and Chuck were trying to do something involving a safe. Loda was digging for something, couldn't find it. And now hang on, maybe where she was digging? Hang on. Okay, we're figuring this out. Here lies Lord Novoskane, who invented everything but the rain. Here lies Madame Miyoko Honey, who painted a still life of the Vorpal Bunny. Here lies Master Mughal Rampage, who mapped the stars to our ripe old age. Here lies King KV, who led us all to victory. Here lies the lady with the guardian rose, whose sense of color was right on the nose. Here lies good Sir DJ, who crafted a symphony without any pay. There's something here, I know it. Maybe if I blow out that torch. Oh, no. Nope. Nope, nothing. Sheesh. I thought if I blew out the torch, something would happen, but... Wait. I don't know. You could climb up these windows? What? Why would Jack need to climb up the parapets, I wonder? Or is that just an animation goof? Because no invisible walls. No interaction here. Honestly, the stable's... Okay, that's just a bug. Yeah, no, that tracks. Alright, I've already gone down here. Alright, time to go invisible and see about that pile of blood. Because that's the only other remaining context clue we've got. You just use me as your portable clothes hanger. Okay. Let's go back there. The finest stone ground meal from windmills. Oh, okay. I think I've pretty much soft locked the game though. There's a bunch of flickers. Blair's got shadow clones all over the place. Okay, one of them disappeared. Good. But not all of them. Alright. I heard slamming. Wait a minute. That switch. Hang on. No. Wait. not there, because that was the whole Vincent Price love affair thing, which, yeah, that would be a... So basically, Mina's not guilty, Sachiko's not guilty, Renfield's not guilty, Talbot's not guilty, Lota isn't guilty but was looking for something, Frankenstein has the biggest motive, means, and opportunity. I can see why you had that alternate universe. Carmilla and Rappaccini had something to do with this and tried to use Mina as a patsy. And then Imhotep isn't guilty, but he and Chuck were... Yeah, no. It won't let me accuse anybody. That's strange. Okay, back here. Maybe there's a... Maybe I have to toggle with the switch? Or... Okay, let's do that. Nope, that's just a... At least we know from these secret passageways that anybody could have done it, but it's pretty heavily implied to have been Frankenstein. That did the murder, because of the whole Grimoire of the Dead thing, or Rappaccini and Carmilla did it. But it won't let me accuse them unless I complete all the side quests. The worst part is that it isn't this continuity. Not in this continuity. Yeah, no, that's the thing. I already know that there was supposed to be somebody else who did it. It's just that at the moment, I'm not able to figure out how, because I'm pretty sure that Blair's shadow clones have soft locked everything. Okay, no, Blair's clone, theirs gone. Okay, looks like the shadow clones thing fixed itself after a bit. Yeah, no, Nova's coming, huh? Okay. So he knows how much I've already completed? Alright. Magical sword. Painting. Good. Yeah. Normally, when I'm trying to play your guys' games, I don't want to ask for help, because it's much cooler if I figure out everything on my own, but I am giga stumped at this point, and do need help. So I'm willing to accept the help, since I'm at least close enough with you guys that you guys wanted me to do voice acting for this, which I can do still. It's just we definitely need a new project for this. Alrighty. Now I wait. Actually, I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom anyways. Let me know when he shows up. Hey, Nova. So, I'm stumped after having gotten through about 8 side quests. I have these ones left to do. So, let me just quickly recap. I've uncovered Sachiko being the target of a hitman by Wilhelmina. I found out Wilhelmina had a love affair with the mayor, who I'm not having be Vincent Price. Although, I mean, he could just be a guy named Vincent Price who dresses like a British voice actor. I did the thing with the journal and confronting Blair and Frankenstein. I confronted Chuck Ray about him trying to rob Dracula's safe. I did a different thing where I found out about the journal. I think it's a journal. Or no, I gave Sachiko the will. I found out Carmilla and Rappaccini were trying to use Mina as a patsy for the murder. I found out Loda was digging in the crypt for something, and then I found out Talbot was messing with the evidence. So I've done 8 side quests. I'm trying to figure out what's left to do now, because I've got a bunch of these pretty much... I know the numbers here, and I know about Dracula's journal, but it won't let me accuse Frankenstein of the murder, because unfortunately, all the evidence points straight to him, because Mina didn't do it, or else Carmilla and Rappaccini wouldn't be trying to use Mina as a patsy. So now I'm trying to figure out what evidence, what other clues I got, or where I haven't gone. Because I've tried to talk to Mina. I've tried to talk to Mina. Please find the murderer, Inspector. Vlad must have justice. It won't let me ask. And I've explored just about every inch of this mansion. There's also a couple of things where there's sparkly things for stuff like the harp. Which statue? Go back. Oh, the statue. Yeah, this one. I've interacted with this already. Mina's room. Yeah, I know that one. Mina's room. Go back up. Okay. I interacted with the other side. It did not. I ended up glitching out this room by going in while invisible front ways. Cute little doll. I've explored this part because I had to for the first side quest I did. I ended up going through this on accident. And then I don't think there's anything else here except that there was a hitman who Jack had arrested. I explored this maze. And then, yeah, when I talked to Rappaccini and to Carmilla, they both tried to implicate each other. Go in the library. Okay. To the library we go. Because I looked there too. Hang on. I found out about this. That... Mummy dearest. Alright, up we go. Because this leads straight to Dracula's room. Or, yeah, Dracula's room. And then... Corner. Masochist. It won't let me grab the cape. And, yeah, I found this balcony. Yeah, I went over... Oh, Dracula's wardrobe contains an awful lot of suits and capes. The journal... Will... There was a will. I gave the will to, There's a will, a handkerchief. There's actually 2 handkerchiefs. One says MP, the other says WH. Wait, MP. I found 2 handkerchiefs. I found a journal. I found a will. I found a thing that I gave to Renfield for his quest. And that's about it. I kept the journal. I don't know if there's any way to talk to a painting of Dracula, Wilhelmina, and Sachiko. It's a reminder that the dead always leave the living behind. Those are side quest items. Yeah, wait, the journal? Okay, I have not found it. I found... Okay. Every room and passage. Okay, so... There's this thing... There's this sparkly thing that I don't know how to interact with. This is the only thing I haven't been able to interact with, actually. Wait, hang on. Empty music stand. Empty music stand. I know Leonard was looking for the will. A book titled Children of Crater and Other Tales. Looks like someone is composing a song. Oh, okay. Just... There's a thing down here that I don't know how to activate. If I was given... There's a switch with this. There's a statue with a switch in the fireplace with Frankenstein that I've interacted with a bunch of times, and it created something. I just don't know what it led to. There's this, the journal, cabinet, chest. It wouldn't let me take the cape. It wouldn't let me figure this out. Oh, there's a thing in one of the cellars that involves a box full of blood. Hang on. Hang on. I know I know where it is. Hang on. No, that just leads to the garden. I was pretty meticulous about all this. Oh, here we are. Yeah, here. It wouldn't let me do anything with it. Maybe here? Yeah. That goes up. Hang on. This activated a ladder that goes up to the well. And there's this glowy thing that it glows. I did this while I ended up following Blair and Frankenstein while visible because I didn't know the toggles. Griffin pushes on the wine cask. Okay. I hid in the room with the grimoire until I heard Blair coming. Finally, it's mine. No more Dracula wasting it on impossible magic. Aha! It doesn't matter what Dracula was trying to do, stealing is still stealing. I'll be taking that now. Damn you! You don't know how powerful it is? What it could do for magic? If it had been up to Dracula, it would only be used for impossible theories and useless research. That may be the case, but it's not for you to decide. Damn you! Am I under arrest then? I have a murder to investigate, so you're free for now, but I will be informing the Magic Society of your conduct, and don't leave the castle, you're still a suspect. She was angry, but it looked like her pride was hurt the most. I'm sure Dracula had his reasons for using this book, but it was out of my hands. I had a killer to catch. Dracula's grimoire completed. Something was happening elsewhere in the house. I could feel my bandages. Perhaps one of the guests saw or heard something? Okay, I think... Oh, it won't let me take the grimoire myself. Okay. Let's find out where else in this... Oh, that explains why there were Blair Shadow clones. It was telling me everything. Alright, up we go. Where else could something have happened? Gil doesn't have anything to do with this crap. I see Vincent's... There's this sword. Under closer, there appears to be a small trace of something red near the tip of the blade. Better have Brundle check it out. Okay. Yeah, I knew the sword had something to do with this. What's up, boss? Accuse Carmilla. Are you sure this will end the game? Alrighty. What's up, boss? Are you sure this will end the game? Yes. Okay, boss. Time to march the suspect to the paddy wagon. Let's get this over with. It's been a long night. It was after careful consideration that I arrested Lady Carmilla for the cold-blooded murder of Dracula. Your attempt to frame me has failed. House Karnstein will soon be no more. You dare talk this way to me? You're not even a vampire. You disgust me. Are you sure that you have the correct suspect? I'm positive, and here's why. First, anyone paying attention would know that House Karnstein lost power due to House Dracula. Politics could push anyone to murder. Also, I found a magical sword bearing the sigil of House Karnstein. It's an incredibly powerful weapon, and more than enough to subdue and kill Dracula if his guard were down. And finally, your castle has secret passages and rooms. If I figured that out, so has she, and it would be very simple to weigh a secret way into Dracula's room. Once they were alone, Dracula, facing his equal, was dead before he could fight back. So as you can see, there's no doubt that Carmilla Karnstein murdered Dracula. You are a fool, Inspector, and will pay a fool's price. House Karnstein will rise above... What? Oh, okay, she was meant to say you are a fool, but something in the programming must have been off. Well, I certainly hope that justice is done. Thank you for coming, Inspector. Good night. Not so fast. Oh, what else is there to discuss? Oh, okay, so Mina was meant to say... Oh, what else is there to discuss? You need to hear what was really going on and why this evening was so much worse than you thought. I don't understand, says Griffin. Dracula has been so aloof because he lost his wife and child years ago. That tears a man apart. For a very long time, all he thought about was how to bring them back alive. Dracula found a way to bring Elizabeth and Adrian back from the dead, truly back. He worked on the plan, a very long and detailed plan, one that would use an ancient Egyptian ruby, a powerful alchemical formula, and the natural power of our very own city park to complete. He ended up hurting a lot of people, including diverting considerable money from the south and using the criminal element to keep it under wraps. And he used the wealth and prestige of House Karnstein and the city council to get his way with Glad Tower. So what is the point in telling me this? Are we to be replaced? No, far from it. Earlier today, he looked at a picture of you and Sachiko, and he realized that all he ever wanted was already in front of him. Dracula may be dead, but he died realizing his wrongs and wanting to make them right. Anyway, I just wanted you all to know about the man who died here tonight. For some, he will always be a symbol of our country. For others, he was a monster. In the end, though, he was just a man fallible as the rest of us. Good night. Is this the ending you were talking about, Femios? Good evening, everyone. This is Christopher Cushing with the Nightly News. The country of Faunavania was stunned this Halloween morning when news broke that Count Dracula, famed aristocrat, was murdered in his castle. Lady Carmilla Karnstein of the prestigious House Karnstein was arrested for the crime by Senior Detective Inspector Jack Griffin. She will be tried for first-degree murder in Superior Court. In other news, Lady Wilhelmina Harker was ousted from her position within House Dracula for having an affair with Mayor Vincent Price while Count Dracula was still active. The mayor was quickly recalled in a special session of the city council. Sachiko Dracula would become the youngest countess installed in over 100 years. Chuck Ray, who had been hired by a Forgnitary Imhotep, was caught trying to steal a large ruby from Dracula's castle. After reaching an agreement with the DA to lessen his sentence, The infamous criminal puppet flipped on the diplomat, providing testimony to have Imhotep banished persona non grata. Lady Wilhelmina Harker was arrested today for conspiracy to kidnap or commit kidnapping, having targeted Sachiko Dracula. The daughter of Dracula will become the youngest countess installed in over 100 years. Blair Donahue, head of the Faunavania Coven, was removed from her position after it was leaked that she attempted to steal a powerful grimoire from Dracula's castle in the night of the murder. Witch Glinda, her replacement, went on the record saying, "I always knew she was a bad witch." Earlier today, the representative of the island nation of Moreau, Loda Burke, was found to be persona non grata and sent back home after she was discovered digging around in the undercroft of Dracula's castle. Our police chief went on record saying, "That's one strange puh." Meanwhile, in sports, a conspiracy to frame Lady Wilhelmina Harker was leaked to the press last night, resulting in the ousting of both Carmilla Karnstein and Monica Rappaccini. Both ladies will be stripped of their titles and summarily fined. As Carmilla was also arrested for Dracula's murder, House Karnstein has been disbanded, ending the reign of the oldest noble house in Faunavania. The entire details of the Dracula murder were released in a tell-all interview by the Daily Beast's own John Talbot. The article is on track for winning a Pulitzer Gallitzer Prize for journalism. John has been promoted to head story sniffer by the newspaper's editor-in-chief. The office of the DA also mentioned today that both Dr. Frankenstein and Blair Donahue were each heavily fined for criminal trespassing in Dracula's castle. I guess crime really doesn't pay, does it? The courts today awarded the title of Countess Dracula to Sachiko Dracula, citing the last will and testament of her father, Lady Wilhelmina Harker. Lady Wilhelmina Harker was retired from House Dracula with a generous stipend, which is spelled wrong. This just in, the director Leonard Chenet has vanished along with Lady Harker. Witnesses state that the couple were last seen heading west in a red 1957 Cadillac, with Leonard in the front seat and Wilhelmina comfortably secured in the back. That's all the news for the night. This is Christopher Cushing signing off and saying Happy Halloween, everyone. Lady Carmilla Karnstein, on the charge of murder in the first degree, the court finds you guilty. Wait, is this all that's left? Or... oh yeah, I turned off the music because it was just repeating the same track and I was looking for things. Okay, so that's all so there weren't 8 side quests, there were 9, maybe 10? Yeah, 10 side quests, give or take. Although, I think, yeah, no, I got focused on a bunch of them. I operated under the presumption that Frankenstein and Blair did it, trying to get the grimoire because of just everything else, and then Carmilla and... although, yeah, Carmilla being the culprit makes sense now. It was very telegraphed from her and Lady Rappaccini trying to use Mina as a patsy. Yeah, if this took place in the 70s, the 1970s, then a lot of the anachronisms would definitely make a bunch of sense. Or be less anachronistic. That's the only other thing. No, this year was 1933. There's a bunch of references to cars and stuff and various other media that cannot have existed before 1933. And it ended up being that there was a thing about who wears short shorts from the 50s, a bunch of things from the 60s and 70s, the concept of gentrification, and some of the other stuff. Okay, so this was a good thing, and unfortunately I'm just keeping the music off just because the same stuff looping. Yeah, so now we've got a bunch of continuities, and I will be posting this on YouTube in a little bit. I'm probably going to have to wait till tomorrow to do it. I'm probably going to end up doing some Turtle WoW and taking a break, though. I want to incorporate this into the Etar Pylon RPGMaker game, which Femios wanted me to work on in some capacity. So I needed to first play Dracula Is Dead and Faunavania Newfound Coven. Unfortunately, all the stuff in Dracula Is Dead makes Faunavania Newfound Coven something I'll have to be more meticulous with. And I'm definitely going to have to make a long play. I did this as a long play entirely just because all my most successful videos on YouTube, and I say most successful videos, are long plays. Because of Muppet Monster Adventure, Crash Team Racing, Eminem's Shell Shock, and a couple others that are just long plays. And that ends up being my bread and butter. A lot of my other friends outside of here watch me just because of me as a personality, so I've been trying to do that. My voice is starting to give out because of all the parody dub voices I try to do. So in a little bit, I'm going to have to turn this off. But this was a good game. Yeah. The timeline for Dracula Is Dead may need some considerations here and there. And then I'll try to do a salty run back of Faunavania Newfound Coven. But I did play that game earlier and stopped myself on a soft locks. Oh, did you fix the soft lock from Faunavania, Nova? Because I'm down to give that a run through again. I'll just have to make it a long play like I originally wanted. I was disappointed in the music tracks giving me false copyrights for the first two parts. And then the third part, I just got grumpy over that soft lock. And then ended up just deciding if I didn't want to keep the other two parts, I could scrap the third part, no problem. I don't take too well to executive meddling in most things, so I'll just try to get it all done in one part, and then we'll see where we go from there. And let me put this back down here for Turtle Wow and other things. Yeah, at any rate, though, I'm going to go make food, and yeah, I'll be seeing you guys on YouTube in the next day or so. Actually, let me go find somebody to raid on Twitch. I think I know who. I have a bunch of people I go for. And then, yeah, I need to make food. It's 5, holy moly. Okay. One of my friends is playing Spyro Enter the Dragonfly. Good stuff. Let's see. Who can I raid? Commissar Bear. There's a couple of names on here. Dr. Eggy. Yeah, I follow a lot of people across multiple different communities. So, yeah, Dragon Blood Zell. Okay, that's who I'm gonna raid. Oh yeah, Zephyr. I don't know that name necessarily, but yeah. And thank you for sticking around.